I'm so sorry to keep you waiting, Captain.
Why are you late?
My class had a really long homeroom session. So, tell me, is she here yet? The new member that we've been waiting for? Our captain's little sister. I'm really looking forward to this. Tell me what she's like. Is she just as strong as you are, Captain?
Well, from my viewpoint, she's still got a long way to go.
So this is Toto Academy, our new playground.
If we take over this school, it'll make an even 100. Pretty impressive track record.
Yeah, but this school isn't like the other ones.
That's exactly why this is gonna be fun. The tougher my rival, the sweeter my victory. All we gotta do is destroy whoever we come up against. Then you and me will have complete control of the school.
Okay, then. Well, is your little sister really pretty like you are, Captain?
I don't know. I guess I still see her as a child.
Oh, come on.
Scratch those two off the list. I know I said destroy them all, but I ain't gonna start fighting little kids and pansies.
Yeah, I second that.
I don't know what you've imagined her to be like, but don't expect too much. She's little more than a child who up till recently was still wetting her bed.
No way. I felt an electric charge rush through my entire body. There were chills running down my spine, and every nerve I had stood on end. My heart felt like someone was trying to crush it with their bare hands. It was amazing. And then, time just seemed to stop. No matter how I tried, I couldn't take my eyes off her.
So, I guess we'll go in order, like usual.
Sounds good. The first people that we annihilate will be the seniors from Class A.
Hey, sis, were you here all along? You need to meet somebody. This is Masataka Takayanagi, sophomore, but he's still a senior to you. Hi there, I'm Aya Natsume. It's very nice to meet you. What's wrong? Say something to her, Takayanagi.
Hi, the pleasure is all mine.
All right, since this is the first day, we'll skip practice for now and save it for tomorrow. I suggest we have a little welcoming party and go to a karaoke bar instead.
What a good idea.
That sounds great. Just let me wash the sweat off first.
The sweat.
Oh, God!
Hey, senpai! There's no heading below the belt!
What the hell kind of first-termers are you guys? Do you at least have a reason for being so destructive?
I've got an excellent reason. We decided to skip the orientation ceremonies, so we're having our own little orientation instead. Name's Soichiro Nagi.
Bob Makihara.
As of today, this school is ruled by the Knuckle Bomb. That's us. If you got a problem with it, step on up. Makes no difference to me if you're a first year or a third year. I'll slaughter you all.
You seem rather happy, Takayanagi.
Huh? Right. Well, there's no arguing that our club is the weakest martial arts club on campus. So it only goes without saying that the more strong people we have in the Jukin Club, the better. You know, to serve our purpose.
To serve our purpose, you say? Well, I suppose I can accept that reason for now.
No, hold on. I really meant what I was saying.
Oh, there she is. Miss Natsume! Sorry to disturb you. I don't want to disrupt your club, but could you come with us? We need your help. It's something that we can't handle. It's those guys. They're just randomly picking fights. It's creating a huge mess. You see what I mean? What are they thinking?
Those two did all of this? That's pretty amazing.
A rather feisty bunch. Excuse me, boys. It's quite clear that both of you are very powerful. Now please put your fist down and stop this. If you refuse, then you leave me no choice but to stop you myself. Let me inform you. I, too, am very strong.
Bob, there's a weird little girl here who talks like a grandpa wanting to fight me. What do you think that I should do about this?
I don't know.
Don't be fooled. I'm 17 years old. Okay, then. If my appearance really bothers you that much, allow me to make it a little easier for you. What? All right. Seniors at Toto Academy, you're now seeing the full master of Natsume Goshin style, Maya Natsume.
Bob, if that weird little girl suddenly turns into the kind of stacked, voluptuous chick you'd see working in a sketchy nightclub, what should I do?
Don't know.
Natsume style severe chi conditioning 23. For a master of my caliber, physical control at this level is simply a piece of cake. I'm afraid that I'm very busy today. Excuse me, but I must end this quickly. Oh no, I hit him harder than I intended. This is bad.
Don't you worry about him at all. He's a lot tougher than he may look. A fall from this side isn't gonna kill him.
That's not it! What I'm concerned about is that room. That room is the shower room.
Damn it. That bitch, she's so fast. Huh? Is this someone's...
That's the shower room that Aya should be in.
Captain!
Takayanagi, finish off that foreigner for me.
Finish me off, huh? How the hell did he do that?
Please, stop this now.
Between that Takayanagi guy and that weird shape-changing chick, it's gonna be a whole lot harder to take over the school than we expected.
I don't believe this. We're too late. Why, hello there. My name is Aya Natsume. I would like for you to marry me.
Huh?
Would you please marry me?
What the hell are you? Dumb girl.
Aya, that look in your eyes. Is that for real?
What happened? I thought we were gonna kill them all in one fell swoop.
Shut up! There were way too many interruptions today.
Glad to see that the Toto Academy lives up to its reputation. It just means more fun for us.
That's right.
Hajime Tanaka?
Here?
Taro Tsukino?
Here.
Soichiro Nagi?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I don't have to sit in the same class with her all day. She sure is one whacked-out chick. That crazy chick stole my first kiss from me!
Hello, good morning. So your name is Soichiro Nagi, is that right? What a wonderful name.
Hey, what the hell is going on? What are you doing here?
Funny you should ask. I just stopped by to bring this lunch I made for you, Soichiro-sama. Here, it's all for you. Please enjoy.
I don't want it!
Where do you think you're going?
Soichiro-sama?
You didn't have to run away from her screaming, you know. But then again, handling chicks never has been something that you're good at.
Who cares? She's nothing but trouble anyway. Here I am trying to take over the whole school, and she keeps popping up and throwing me out of whack. Stupid girl. I got a bad feeling.
Oh, I get it. You wanted to come here so you could eat in peace. Here, enjoy. Your friend is welcome to join us if he'd like.
What is up with you? Just what the hell are you thinking? And why in the hell are you wearing a kimono?
A girl should be modest. Here, Soichiro-sama, say ah.
I don't want it!
Soichiro-sama!
I can't believe this chick's got me hiding in a hospital bed. Damn her.
Well, no wonder you don't have much of an appetite. You aren't feeling well.
No way.
I'll nurse you back to health. Soichiro-sama. I can't believe you're thinking of something else during a match. That's not like you.
It's 100 years too soon for you to toss me around.
That hurt.
Okay, Aya, are you serious about this?
You're so mean. I'm well aware of the fact that my sister's more talented than I am.
I'm not talking about this match.
Huh?
Any girl born into the Natsume family must devote her life to the first man she has revealed herself to. That outdated family rule was set over 100 years ago. I think you're adhering to it a little too strictly.
But that's how our mother and grandmother chose their two husbands, remember?
Aya!
It's all right. Don't worry about me. To tell you the truth,
Huh?
it's got nothing to do with that old rule. It's just that when I saw him, I felt a small twitch in my heart. And this charge raced through me. I knew that was it.
That what was it?
Well, it was... What's the best way to put it? I guess you'd say that it was destiny. That's all.
Yes. Destiny can be quite cruel.
Tanuki noodle with egg, please.
You got it.
The cherry blooms had fallen, and right about then the irises in the school pond began to open. If being dumped on the same day that I fall in love is destiny, then routine aspects of everyday life do nothing but start to annoy me. Is this also my destiny?
Soichiro-sama!
Huh?
Soichiro-sama! Soichiro-sama, listen up. You're going to eat this lunch that I so lovingly made for you today, even if it's by force.
Shut up! Each and every single day, lunch after lunch, meal after stinking meal! I told you I'd rather die before I eat your damn food!
There you go again. I don't believe you. You act as if one little bite is going to kill you.
It will kill me!
How's that?
It just will!
It will not.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I will clean up after this. Can you just give me another one for now?
What a mess.
Sorry about that, Senpai. I'll pay for this next one.
He was right behind me. I didn't even know it. No thanks. If you really are looking to make it up to me, would you please tell him to try Aya's homemade lunch at least once?
He's just not too good with girls. He's being a bit shy. See, he likes to think of himself as a tough guy. Just take him with a grain of salt.
Here you are.
If there's something you want to talk about, hurry up. I would like to be able to eat my meal while it is still hot.
Question. I want to know how many people this school's got that are as tough as you are. And I also want to know their names. I'm sure that midget girl's probably one, but I don't think she makes the top of the list. I've got this strange feeling that this school is full of all kinds of monsters that are much more dangerous than she is. Am I wrong?
Well, am I wrong in assuming that you're aware of the whole history behind the Toto Academy?
Well, I know all the basic stuff.
The Tobu School is what this academy evolved from. It was created to revive the martial arts that had begun to fade away with the collapse of the shogunate. Toto Academy follows the same legacy of that Tobu School. So, what you've got is a school built to revive martial arts. Of course there's going to be tough people here.
Yeah, but they're still top dogs, right?
Well, what would you do if I told you?
We go and rip them apart. What did you expect?
Hey, Nagi. So you finally shook her off your tail.
Seems like it.
Listen, nobody at this school is interested in such trivial things as trying to take it over. There's absolutely no reason for you two to keep trying to pick a fight.
Of course there is, dumbass. There is nothing more exciting than the chance to fight a tough guy. Don't you ever get excited? I couldn't care less what my opponent stands for, but if he happens to be a tough guy, then I'm fighting him. Don't you feel the same?
At this point, I realized my assessment of these two had been completely wrong. In fact, I couldn't have been more off the mark.
Come to think, I have a score to settle with you, remember?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but your issue isn't with me, but with Maya.
It makes no difference to me, asshole.
So, Ichiro, you're about to get your ass kicked, and I'm not gonna help you.
This guy blocked my punch with just a chopstick.
Huh? It's this one again. Soichiro-sama.
I realized these two weren't just trying to act tough and pretend to be kings of the mountain.
Aren't you impressive? I didn't think people like you who use fancy and ridiculous moves existed in this world. Now don't you get cocky thinking flashy tricks like that are gonna take me down. That ain't gonna work. On Soichiro Nagi!
Hey, boy, that was quite a legitimate striking move. Don't treat it so lightly. It's an attack that requires the use of chi, which Takayanagi acquired only through intense training. Chi is produced within oneself, and therefore can only be used within the same body that created it.
That's enough of this crap! I got plenty of will running through my body, too! It's called the will to fight!
That can also be good. However, be careful how you use it, boy. Make no mistake, Takayanagi is several times stronger than you.
I'm gonna give this first year a handicap. If my challenger can land just one single blow, I'll be glad to call it his win.
I'll kill you in one blow!
Soichiro-sama.
Look at this guy. Soichiro can't even hold a candle to him in a one-on-one match.
If it makes you feel any better, this is the first time I fought someone as tough as you are.
You ain't seen nothing. Why don't you stop pulling these cheap-ass attacks, senpai?
I went easy on him because he's an amateur, and look at the gratitude. As you wish. I'll end it all with this next blow.
Now! What? See?
That was really foolish.
Because I is so head over heels in love with him, I assumed he would last longer.
He's tough.
So that's all the fight he's got. Get up! Get up right now! You are engaged to me, Aya Natsume! It's a disgrace to see you tossed around by a martial artist of that caliber!
A martial artist of that caliber?
Yeah, well, since when am I engaged to you? Listen, I have never lost a fight against anybody in my entire life. So you just shut up and keep watching. Got it?
Yes!
I still think she's crazy, but if she hadn't yelled at me, I might still be out cold. All that mind reading I was doing was just about to put me on pace with him.
Martial artist of that caliber.
Look at Takayanagi-senpai. His behavior has changed.
Huh?
Sometimes you'll find this kind of person.
This very moment, for the first time ever, I honestly feel like beating you down to a pulp.
That's what I've been hoping for from the very beginning.
Shinriku.
I'm no martial artist.
Bate!
I'm a street fighter.
Hoken!
Beat my secret barrier!
This is...
Aya's delicious homemade lunch.
When the hell did he... What a dirty move.
Anything's fair game in a fight! Did it?
Soichiro-sama. Soichiro-sama?
What? You think I'd be crying or something? Well, too bad. I'm so happy I can barely contain myself.
You're happy?
Up till now, the only guys I faced were wimps, and I was tired of it. Now I finally met someone who really is strong. Can you imagine how good that feels? The best part is that this school is full of other guys who are even stronger than he is. So yeah, I'm happy.
Soichiro-sama, will you please promise me one thing? Don't ever lose again. Not ever.
You idiot! Who do you think you're talking to? That goes without saying. That's because I'm Soichiro Nagi.
Soichiro-sama, let him go. Sis, think about how he feels. He acts fine. But he'll remember those scars he got. Or not.
I lost. Not only that, I lost big. I don't want to lose. I can't afford to lose. This made me quite serious. Soichiro Nagi, where did you come from?
You're awfully rough today. You do realize the stones in our garden don't come free, so will you please stop taking your frustration out on them? Soichiro-sama never showed up at school today. If he's badly hurt, it's Takayanagi-senpai's fault, you know? Takayanagi can be so hopeless. That boy of yours is the type who thinks it's okay to use your homemade lunch as a fighting tool. I don't know why you won't leave him alone. I don't care. I don't care if he's a cheating, underhanded weakling. No matter what he does, I'm in love with Soichiro-sama. Fine, but he and his friends are about to run into a lot of trouble. What do you mean? I heard the Executive Council seniors are on the move. Right now is the perfect time in the school year for them to start handing out a punishment to the two freshmen that have stirred up all this violence. I'm rather excited to see who the new executioner will be. Now then, their punishment? Executioner?
Who the hell are you?
You guys are still doing the same cheap tricks.
What was that? Hey, you bastard! That ring there is sacred!
Huh? What'd you say? What do you boys say I teach you what real martial arts are all about?
What? Quite amusing. Let me assure you that our wrestling moves are just as good as the pros. Don't think you're getting out of here with just a couple of broken bones.
So who wants to go next?
Enough! Sakura! This guy utilizes the chi of fire. None of you are going to be any match against him.
Uh-huh. Are you saying that you can win against me?
That's a foolish question. I don't enjoy any battle that has no meaning. However, if you continue to insist upon it, I will quite gladly return to you the wounds that my club members have suffered.
Fine, then I'll let it be. I didn't come here today to get in a fight with you. The Executive Council has sent out a summons to me and to you.
The Executive Council?
I see. So Soichiro-sama didn't come to school today either?
Yeah, but knowing him, you got nothing to worry about. I'm sure he'll be back to his usual self in no time.
Yes, but he...
What's wrong? Is there something else bothering you?
Mr. Makihara, do you know about the Executive Council?
Executive Council? What the hell is that?
Well, I'm not entirely sure about it myself. But I think it might be where the school is hiding some kind of secret. Like a really big secret.
Soichiro Nagi and Bob Makihara, both of them freshmen. So you want me and Sakura to take care of them for you.
Yes, that's what it boils down to.
But I still don't get it. Why do they need the combined power of the two of us to carry out the task of taking down a couple of freshmen?
I came up with that exact same question. But it was the president and not me who made this decision.
The president?
Yes, he seems very interested in this matter, especially when it comes to that Soichiro Nagi.
I've heard a thing or two regarding that feisty little freshman. From what I understand, Takayanagi beat him up pretty badly one day. I hate to break it to you, but this one is all mine. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Miss Isuzu?
Well, I'm not so sure. Now, this may go without saying, but you have absolutely no room for error.
I'm just taking a little advance payment on my reward.
That man is still rude and repulsive.
Wicked bitch. She definitely ain't easy.
Fighting's all about experience and guts. In the end, the only thing that really matters is whether or not you're willing to give up your life to win. That's what Soichiro and I lived by. No matter who the enemy was, we were never going to lose. At least that's what we thought.
You're not gonna fight him, Bob? That Takayanagi guy.
Someday I will.
But how come? You were really looking forward to this. You said there were strong guys there.
I took things too lightly. You know, I had no idea that guy could be such a monster. To be honest, I don't think I stand a chance against him right now. Right then, I realized for the very first time that there are guys out there that are so ridiculously strong that spirit and guts just aren't going to be enough against an opponent like that.
I don't believe it. That's so strange. So Nachan lost a fight, huh?
And in a big freaking way. I wish there was some way that you could have seen it.
So now what's Nachan doing?
Don't know. As far as I know, this is the first time he's ever lost a fight. Probably singing the blues somewhere about now.
No more of this stuff. I have a much bigger problem now. And it's that the beautiful home-cooked meal that I so lovingly made for you is now just sitting there all alone and getting cold. Now eat up.
Sorry. You could at least knock.
Hey there, loser.
I'm leaving.
Wait. You didn't come here just to break our door down, did you?
Huh? There.
Hey, Bob.
Don't even say it. You couldn't help it. You got a little desperate and you pulled a dirty trick. And you still got your ass kicked in the end. If I were you, I'd blow my brains out.
Right. It's just that
All right. I'm gonna head off to the laundromat now.
Sure.
And Nachan, make sure that you drink all that.
Okay, tell me, Bob. Do I come across as weak to you?
Well, I'm afraid at this point, my friend, it's pretty clear that you're weaker than that midget chick, Takayanagi, and Aya.
Yeah, I guess. That is pretty clear. Freak out, Bob.
What?
We're gonna find the person who did this. And when we find him, we'll make him pay double what they owe you.
It won't be that easy. How the hell are we gonna find this guy?
We start by grabbing every suspicious-looking guy that we see, and then we begin to beat the crap out of them one by one. We're bound to come across the culprit at some point. It's a simple plan, but it'll work.
Huh?
What's that look for?
I bet the guy who did this is probably still close by. I'm gonna find his ass and kill him right now. I'm generally a pretty level-headed guy, but this is really gonna make me lose it.
I'm sure Chiaki will be in tears, too. She loved that bike almost as much as you did. You know, come to think of it, she's late. Wasn't she just going out to the laundromat? You have any idea where the laundromat is?
No, I'm just gonna search the neighborhood from one side to the other. Damn it, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, this is Bob. I've stepped out. If you got something to say, leave me a message.
Did you find him? No luck. Mr. Makihara's out too. I thought that maybe Soichiro-sama would have gone there. I don't think you need to worry about it so much. The Executive Council hands out punishment as a way to maintain discipline among the students. The basic rules are to keep it fair and within the grounds of the campus. So unless those boys fight back in some unfair way, the outcome shouldn't be too severe. I have no idea where this is coming from, but I have a really bad feeling about this. My head feels like it's about to split. My stomach's boiling. I think I'm gonna throw up. Is something wrong? I need to run to the bathroom. Is it that boy's child? That joke isn't even a bit funny! Hello there, Natsume residents! Oh, it's not Soichiro-sama. It's for you, sis. Some guy named Ryuzaki. What?
Well, long time no talk.
What is this call about? I'm quite busy right now. If this isn't important, I'm hanging up.
Come on now, don't be so cold to me. The main event is just about to begin. I'm afraid the opening act was a little lacking in one-on-one interplay. This is my first job in a while. I intend to have a whole lot of fun.
What are you talking about?
Those boys that you've shown an interest in recently, our president seems to be rather interested in them as well. In fact, they're somewhat of a special case in that the punishment they are to receive is one without any restrictions. This is what happens when one decides to cozy up with your little Juken club. We should make an example out of them for the other freshmen.
Wait, Ryuzaki. You've got it all wrong. Those two boys have absolutely nothing to do with us. It's just my little sister who's infatuated with them. Ryuzaki! Ryuzaki!
Well, it seems our little lost sheep have arrived. Impressive. That was a rather nice kick.
Aya, wait! Don't try to stop me. It won't work. First of all, you have no idea where Ryuzaki is. And secondly, you don't even know how to ride that bike. It'll be all right. I'm sure she'll teach me everything I need to know. And besides, I seem to see it all pretty clearly. I see Soichiro-sama's figure. So maybe this is what they call the power of love. For many generations, beings with abnormal powers have been born into the Natsume family. Long ago, Aya began showing signs that she too possessed that power. The power of the dragon eye. In ancient China, it was referred to as crystal eye. A person with this eye can see through everything. They can see into the past or far into the future. It's said they have the powers to communicate not only with humans, but also with objects that don't appear to be alive. Aya is just now starting to realize that she has these powers. I'm pretty sure this is why she fell in love with that boy the second she saw him. To me, that boy seems like nothing more than a fool who loves to fight. But perhaps in the future, something more will come of him.
Must be Natsume's younger sister. You got a pretty good set of tits for a girl your age. I got a message for your two friends. Name's Tsutomu Ryuzaki, a senior in the boxing club. Tell them the next time I see either of those two at school, they'll be in worse shape than this. So if they're wise, they'll submit their letters of resignation first thing tomorrow. Expulsion. The Executive Council has spoken. You should stop that. Anger disrupts your chi. Even if you were butt naked, you couldn't beat me in the state you're in. Don't be in such a rush. I'm sure we'll end up facing off against each other sooner or later.
A nice clean split. Do you think that maybe we could weld it back together? It's a Masakyo Mei katana from Satsuma. There aren't too many swordsmiths today who can make something of this quality. Besides, I'm afraid this katana no longer houses any chi. Katanas are like people. If it's broken open, it dies. It's better to let it rest in peace than to attempt to weld it back together. I was so angry at that point, I completely lost my temper, and my stance and form were all out of whack. I was basically asking the weapon to break.
I want to become stronger.
I want to become stronger.
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 I know somehow you will. And you will be stronger than anyone else. Tell me, sis. How does one become stronger? I was totally useless. I couldn't even help the person that I'm in love with, much less an innocent bystander. As part of the Natsume family, I've practiced martial arts as long as I can remember. I would have thought that I'd be relatively strong by now. But What are the reasons that drive you to become stronger? And what does strength mean? What's being strong mean to you? Those are questions we must all wrestle with. The answer, however, is quite simple and rather obvious. Stop being a baby, Aya. What kind of martial artist doesn't know something so basic?
Well, it looks to me like you got beaten up pretty badly.
Yeah, well, I saw Suichiro land a nice blow to you, too.
Well, I think if you can make a wisecrack like that, then you'll be okay.
Hey! What's up with this Ryuzaki guy? And what the hell is the Executive Council? I want to know!
The Executive Council has been in existence for a very long time, since the school the Todo Academy is based on the Tobu School was first built. The Tobu School was built so that martial arts could be taught again. As a result, the founders of the school brought in masters and instructors from all over, almost by force. And in order to maintain decorum amongst the ranks in the school, they had to establish some form of supreme power and discipline.
So the Executive Council can do whatever it wants, then?
You shouldn't try to mess with them. They're not the kind of people that a street fighter like you can win against.
Huh? Why is this door unlocked? Huh? Oh, hi there, sis. Is something wrong? You look really upset. Oh, yeah. You're holding... This? I was thinking about working with this instead of the Masakyo nut! But how come? Is this because that katana belonged to her brother? But you didn't get upset like this when I took the motorcycle. That bike was something that belonged to him as well. So if I can use the bike, why not the sword? Aya! Be quiet! You are not permitted to use this sword ever again! Understand? But sis... You're welcome to use any sword but this one. Just not the Choku Toreki. Dear brother...
Yo, have you caught anything yet?
Hell yeah, I have. I got a huge haul just laying around me.
You know, I've always wondered about this. Just why are there so many damn rubber boots swimming in the waters around Japan?
Hell if I know. How's Chiaki doing?
Well, I think she's doing all right, at least for the moment.
I see.
I want to thank both of you guys for coming to rescue me. Thank you.
So, Bob, we're weak.
Yeah. But you know, maybe it isn't that bad after all. Having to admit to yourself that you're a loser.
Yeah, but I refuse to be some kind of ordinary loser.
Then I guess we must be the losers that have one last blast.
Not good enough. The kind of loser I want to be is the kind that dies biting the throat out of his opponent.
Guess it's about 70%.
I doubt the rib that boy injured is fully healed yet. So stop being so reckless, Takayanagi.
What are you talking about? This was nothing. See? I'm all...
Takayanagi-senpai! That's exactly why I told you not to do that.
Come on, pull yourself together.
Hmm?
Go, Senpai. It's been a while. It's embarrassing to admit this, but if we were to take on the executive council right now, they'd take us out before we could even scratch them.
You know what they say, haste makes waste.
Toto Academy freshman, Soichiro Nagi.
Bob Makihara, same class.
As of today, we're the new members of the Jukin Club.
Soichiro-sama.
Give me 3 months. You give me 3 months, and I promise I'll be stronger than all you guys.
And then we'll kill Ryuzaki and crush the executive council while we're at it.
You can't swallow the spit that's already been spat on you. But I like your spirit. You're more than welcome.
And so on this day, what will later be known as the strongest Jukin Club ever, gathered for the first time.
What? What do you mean?
I just told you, Mayu Natsume sent a request asking that the expulsion of Soichiro Nagi and Bob Makihara please be revoked as soon as possible.
That bitch! Who the hell does she think she's trying to fool?
In addition to that, she told us that she has allowed the two of them to join the Jukin Club. This drastically goes against our president's will.
Natsume.
I'd like to hear the Executive Council's decision, Ryuzaki.
I'm tired of you taking the Executive Council so lightly, Natsume. The decision is going to be no! Those two have been expelled. The decision has already been decided upon. In this school, the decisions made by the Executive Council are perfect and absolute. There's no way they can be overturned. And now you want them to join the Jukin Club. Forget it. You know we'd never allow something like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you even listening to me? Don't you ignore me.
Very interesting. I can't help thinking that maybe you're afraid of those two.
Careful now. Don't go thinking that you're always going to be stronger than me. Natsume. Now look at you all decked out in this school uniform. That's quite unusual. How about I char it up a bit? I'll roast you so nicely that people are gonna think you got a tan.
Ryuzaki's using the chi of fire from the chain of wood, fire, earth, gold, water. His chi is much more refined than it used to be. The ones that should be defeating you right now are those boys, and not me. But being that I'm still in training, I'm far from perfect. I'm not so much of a saint that I can just turn the other cheek. Far too much has happened already. Come on. The only thing I need to take you out is this little branch.
You sure about that? You may regret that when your body is filled with holes! Natsume!
This guy knows capoeira.
What is strength? What drives me to become stronger? I think I know now.
Loser! He said good!
Strength is not something you can compare with other people. A heart that seeks to become stronger is not the same as someone seeking strength. Most people are aware of the fact that they are weak, probably more so than anyone else. Masataka-sama!
Aya! It's all right now, Aya. You're safe.
Thank you so very much. But being that you're a martial artist of that caliber, you shouldn't act so cocky.
What does that caliber mean?
You're a martial artist of that caliber.
Nagi! Don't act so cocky! started out being a really good dream.
Huh? Oh, I didn't know that you were in here. You're sure up early.
That's right. The reason I had a dream like that is all because of where I'm staying right now. The Jukin Club is currently using a Golden Week break to hold a training camp here at the Natsume residence.
There's too much tension in your shoulders. Use your knees. Now do it again. You did it wrong again. All right, I'll show you one more time. It's like this. So do you get it now? It's not just hitting a metal pan. You're going for the depth at the center of that pan. Don't just look at it, feel it.
Hey, come on. I'm a little wiped out. Cut me some slack. I understand it. Inside my head, it all makes sense. If I move the point of impact halfway down on the metal plate, in theory, the pan should just stay in one place. I got the concept down, but...
Well, it won't do you any good using brain power you don't have. If you keep going along at this rate, you won't eat again today.
Oh, come on. We're going on day 3 now.
I can't believe this. You can't even do a backhand. They also call the backhand the bar fist, or as it's referred to in Chinese, the suhaiken. It's difficult to put the concept of shifting the impact point and the focal point into words, but when you become a master, you are able to concentrate your power to any location that you desire. Controlling the flow, strength, and quality of your power is the key principle of Aiki. Humans, heaven and earth, yin and yang, the 5 elements. If the world moves, it creates yang. If it is still, it creates yin. Form creates chi, chi creates God. Realize that Takayanagi and you are not that far apart when it comes to your basic physical abilities. What you lack is the concept and the focus that allows you to control that power.
I need more focus, huh?
So, what do you want me to do next? I ran the 20 kilometers like you asked, in exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes. Even a marathon runner would be impressed.
You're quite fortunate to be physically gifted. You have the height, the limber muscles, and the jumping ability that is quite unique to your genetics. You need to run and run some more. Feed your muscles with as much oxygen as possible. That alone will make you stronger.
All right.
When it comes to body, soul, and mind, you're both in the developmental stage. It is possible for you two to go back to square one and start over again. I haven't seen my sister look this happy in a really long time. Won't get another one.
And I can't believe that they're all out here this early. I'm looking forward to this summer.
Me too.
So Ryozaki was beaten.
Yes, by Maya Natsume. There's more. She has also gone ahead and allowed those 2 freshmen to join the Jukin Club. She's disobeyed the executive council.
I was initially given a quite simple task. Annihilate these 2 freshmen here. But if they've joined the Jukin Club, then this gets much better. This is now an opportunity to destroy my nemesis, the Jukin Club.
I'm counting on you. This is for your precious little pro wrestling fan club. One more thing. We need to make sure he's held responsible for his actions. I think I was quite clear when I said there was no room for error.
I understand. I will enforce the order and rules of this academy.
All right, come on, everyone. Food's ready. Let's go.
I'm so hungry.
Once again, boy, this meal is not for you.
What? No lunch either?
I bet that goes for dinner, too.
Bingo!
The camp seems to be going quite well.
Yes, it does.
Is everything all right? Seems like there's something on your mind.
It's the executive council. I doubt that they're going to take this issue lightly.
But the executioner, he's already carried out that ridiculous punishment they gave to them.
Well, I crushed that Ryuzaki guy.
Huh? Will that be a problem? The Jukin Club and the executive
I
council...
know the issue here. Well, this is a surprise. Is there a problem, Masataka?
Miss Isuzu, I need to see my brother.
Well, whatever for.
I would like to speak to my brother. I didn't say that I wished to speak to you.
Too bad your brother, or rather the president, does not wish to speak with you. And you know very well the reason why. Oh, right. I almost forgot. The president asked that I relay a message. Come back when you're no longer wearing diapers.
Well, if the kid came all the way out here, I don't see what it would hurt to see him. Right, Mitsuomi?
Are you trying to tell me what to do, Bunshichi?
I was led to believe it was the advisor's job to state his opinions to the president. What you really should be hating is the Jukin Club, not the individual actions of your little brother. But that's not actually true either. The only one to really hold a grudge against is Sheen. Natsume.
Bunshichi, I don't want to hear you mention that name in front of me again.
I gotta say, this is to be a rich girl, Miss Natsume. I'm far from a rich girl. See, the previous master of the family went through most of our savings and the house and land's all we got left. But having you here, Miss Chiaki, really has been a big help. My sister can't cook, and it's always a huge chore for me to do it by myself. You know, Miss Chiaki, you're very pretty. It makes me jealous. That's very sweet. But Aya, hearing that come from you sounds a little insincere. Huh? You know, Aya, you're a very attractive girl. What? I don't think I'm attractive at all. I can barely get Soichiro-sama to acknowledge that I exist. That's because Nachan doesn't realize how attractive you really are, Aya. He's just a fool for a fight. But when it comes to girls, I've seen kindergartners with better skills. If you want something to happen, you have to take the lead. Kinda like this. Wait, stop. Please stop. Will you please stop? I guess I got a little carried away. Wait, Miss Chiaki! Miss Chiaki, get a hold of yourself!
What the?
What's this? So now the frying pan behind the one you're hitting is starting to move instead?
Yeah, I know. What's up with that? I'm so hungry that all my power just goes straight down to the bottom of my stomach. I don't know, maybe that caused it.
Maybe it's just something to do with the night
Just
air.
keep quiet and watch.
Messing with me.
I was fasting him to try and get some chi in his abdomen. I guess this is something unexpected that was just waiting to happen. Take a look. This boy has absolutely no idea what an amazing feat he's managed to accomplish. What he did goes way beyond the level of just doing a simple backhand. It's possible that the boy really will end up doing it. In 3 months, he just may become stronger than any of us. I gotta take the lead if I want Soichiro-sama to notice me. Soichiro-sama. I wonder where Soichiro-sama has gone. I can't find Sis either. Huh? This kimono belongs to my sister. Hey there, Sis! What are you doing? Jeez. For the first time in a while, I worked up a sweat. Would you like to come in too? Don't be ridiculous! Now get out of there! I was up all night with that boy. If this keeps up, he's really going to exhaust me. Soichiro-sama, I've been looking everywhere. Where is he? Have you seen him around? He's over there, sound asleep. He's shirtless. She's shirtless. Now, what are you imagining, Aya? Use your power. That's what your dragon's eye is for, or perhaps this is just your woman's intuition. You should trust your power. In fact, you should be proud of it. This boy. If you hadn't claimed him as your fiancé, I may have fallen in love with him. I'm only joking. Sorry if I upset you. But sis, you...
Come on, they summoned me in the middle of Golden Week, so I come all the way out here and this is what they give me? Well, I'm not going easy on you. Bring them all on!
Even if she was joking, my sister has never said anything like that before. If you hadn't claimed him as your fiancé, I may have fallen in love with him. I wonder what exactly happened between the two of them last night.
They sure don't think much of me, do they? Even behind masks, I know who you are. Right, Sasaki and Yoshida from Class B? I'm really surprised that guys like you have got the nerve to try and ambush me. I hope you little boys are prepared for the hell I intend to release on you.
The only one who will see hell is going to be you, Ryuzaki. This is not going to be an ambush. This is going to be your punishment.
Sakura!
On this campus, the presence of the executioner is a representation of the law itself. If the executioner is defeated, then the law suffers the same blow. The sin you have committed is far too great to ignore.
Mr. Sakura!
Oh, you are so dead now. You are so dead. There won't even be charred remains left. Sakura!
Because you choose to rely on such childish magic tricks, you forget the true nature of martial arts and then fall victim to someone like Natsume. One more thing. Right now, I am not Sakura. The second I put this mask on my head, I become the most violent executioner this campus has seen. Meet Saga Mask!
Just keep battling till you die, Shakas!
Ryuzaki, I've just got one last thing to say to you. The basic principles of martial arts are actually quite simple. There is no need for this use of chi like you and Natsume insist on using. All humans, even the best martial artists, do not have the ability to control their bones. There's exactly 206 bones in the body, and a whole lot of places to break them! Now, while I personally make sure that those two freshmen are taken care of, you will be busy counting the ceiling tiles in your hospital room.
You were very impressive, Mr. Sagamat. You did away with Ryuzaki in a matter of seconds.
Aren't you guys getting ahead of yourselves? Haven't you two forgotten something rather important?
Oh, that's right.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah! I can't hear you. From the bottom of your gut. Ah!
It looks like she's still asleep. Guess I was too. I don't even remember falling asleep. Why is my head in her lap?
Try to feel the flow of chi more, then control it. If you accomplish that, you can do something like this.
Once again, that is a very impressive modification.
What are you talking about? What you're looking at now is my true form.
I didn't know that.
The reason I normally take on the form of a child is to hold back the unwanted release of chi.
Oh, but then why the hassle?
It's the way that I've chosen to train. There's a certain man I wish to defeat at any cost. Mitsuomi. Huh?
Well, I guess you don't have any time to lose then, huh? All right, you and me are working together until morning.
All right, then.
Soichiro-sama? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up just now?
No, I was just... Did I just imagine that? How'd that happen? Soichiro-sama seems so different than he was yesterday.
Oh, hey, guess what I heard? That midget girl? I heard her real shape is actually that tall chick.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's amazing how ridiculously strong she is. And unlike me, that chick's really smart. She seems to know everything. But you know, there's something about her that I think is just exactly like me. Going around acting all tough. So much so that she's even picked a fight with her own body. She's so cool.
Soichiro-sama, what are...
Well...
A perfect hit! Your turn! It looks like I'm on a roll today. Did you guys see that? All right, Bob. Now go ahead and show me what you've got.
Sure thing.
Why the hell are we going out bowling smack in the middle of our training week?
Well, it is possible for one to train without using their fists.
I'm not aware of that method.
Your turn, Aya.
Okay. There's a small, yet powerful drop of doubt within me. It's created an enormous ripple within my entire body, forcing waves to crash against my heart. What did happen that night? Why did Soichiro-sama's aura change like that? And what caused my sister's odd behavior? That one night. What in the world transpired on that night? No!
Wow, that was amazing, Aya! What a great hit!
What do I mean to Soichiro-sama? What does Soichiro-sama mean to my sister? And, more importantly, what does Soichiro-sama really mean to me?
Why are you here? Did you get a call from Isuzu as well? You're here because of the Jukin Club, right? Tell me why you're here. I understood that I'd be the executioner this time. I must say I'm quite displeased by this development.
I feel the same. We're in complete agreement on this. To use so many of us to attack so few, it goes against the spirit of the samurai.
Then allow me to make this a little easier for you. You are indeed strong enough to be within the Executive Council. I'd want nothing less from an opponent. I think you and I should determine right here and now which one of us is the true executioner!
Stop it! I didn't order you two here just so I could watch you fight each other.
Miss Vice President, do you really feel that I can't handle this task alone?
That isn't the case. All that we're doing is controlling the variables of this equation before the situation becomes unmanageable. If we choose not to act and instead let those two freshmen go unchecked, they may very well prove to be a problem to us in the future.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Those two are just a couple of street thugs.
So, that's what this is about, huh?
Don't tell me that you think this is really necessary.
There is somebody in the Jukin Club who does pose a threat to us. In this particular case, I agree.
Are you talking about Takeyanagi? I agree that he is becoming strong, but...
Not him. You mean you haven't sensed it? You've never felt the power of this individual before? I've just passed by this person, but that was more than enough. I was walking through the school's courtyard. I've never seen eyes like that before on anyone. They were so deep. They were endlessly deep, as if they could see everything and devour it all in the process. We must stop it. We can't allow those powers to mature. I'm afraid that what we're up against is an invincible power heard of only in legends. Dragon Eye.
The Dragon Eye.
If we let this power mature any longer, it will soon be out of our control. So before that day comes, I will defeat her.
I'd like to continue if you two don't mind. We're running out of time, and I still haven't gotten to the main reason that I've called you both here. The situation has changed. We're going to attack the Jukin Club tonight.
What are you talking about?
The president will be on the move this evening. Terrible. If I keep looking this dreadful, I have no doubt that Soichiro-sama will start to hate me.
We're in the middle of Golden Week, and nobody's here.
Yeah, well, that's not nearly as fishy as what I've noticed happening tonight. Look what's been going on over there.
Over where?
Over there. Look. You see it?
Yes!
What's wrong? Aren't you enjoying yourself?
Well, it's just that I'm not bored or anything. I think what's starting to bug me is that I'd rather be practicing than just hanging out like this. I know I've got a long way to go before I'm as good as you, but still, I think that I'm at least getting a bit closer.
They say it's best to cast away the anguish and start anew. Resting to regain one's spirit is an important part of the training process as well. Your fists are especially damaged right now. It's important you take care of them.
Hey, what the hell are you trying to do to my hand?
I'm helping them heal by channeling my chi into them.
My hands will be just fine on their own, thanks.
All right, you ready for some bowling? Sure, but the loser's gotta pick up the tab.
Sorry, gentlemen, but we have just closed up. Please come back during our normal business hours.
Let's go someplace else.
Well, that really throws a wrench into our night.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm tired of waiting around. Let's go someplace else.
Yo, what's the deal? Isn't anybody working here tonight? What's up with this place?
I know I can do it. I don't have any other use for this power. I know they say that it can be used to see thousands of leagues away. But I just want to know about Soichiro-sama. I know I can. I know I can do it. If you hadn't claimed him as your fiancé, I may have fallen in love with him. I'm sorry for cheating like this, sis. I want to trust you. I really do. But I... At the very least, let me see that night. I just want to see that night. That's all I ask. Please, show me. Aya, what are you doing in here? It's your turn to... Aya, tell me what you've been... Wait! I'm so sorry. Here, let me give you a hand. Well, good evening, Miss Natsume. I don't know what just transpired between the two of you, but it's never good for siblings to quarrel. I know that voice. Emi Izuzu, what in the world are you doing in this place? One should always be aware of what their enemy is doing. You should know this by now. Does this hurt? One more twist and your arm will be broken down to your elbow. Oh, that was a lovely sound, wasn't it? That was a fractured humerus and a fractured scapula. It'll be at least 6 weeks before that's healed. The very fact that you would bother to come here tonight must mean that your men are coming in full force to attack us. As the vice president in charge of the main branch of the execution committee, this is most likely something I should be troubled by. On the other hand, you people should feel honored by it. The way we intend to handle this affair will be somewhat like using a nuclear missile to wipe out a swarm of flies. It's time to choose. Either you disband the Jukin Club and swear allegiance to the Executive Council, or have your right arm destroyed so badly that even moving a finger will cease to be a possibility for you. I think it's time that you wake up. What's that? All right. As you wish. I'll snap it in half. Ouch. That's right. She knows how to... You had your turn. Now it's mine. You're pretty good. I'm worried about Aya and the boys, but it looks like getting out of here won't be that easy. Now we're even. Even? You think we're even? I wouldn't underestimate me, Miss Natsume. senior at the Tenjou Academy. Vice president of the Executive Council. Secret weapon is Suzu. It's gonna strike. There's a high price to pay for messing with my hair. Whatever it is, I refuse to pay it.
I had thought that this day would come, but it's here much earlier than I'd anticipated. It's the day that I must pay for all the transgressions of the past. This day will also determine our future. Then I guess it's a duel.
I don't know who you are, but please be aware that if you come near me again, I will hurt you. Executive Council.
They sure did bring one hell of a posse for this fight. What do you think? They maybe got 70, 80 guys with them? They sure are going to a whole lot of trouble for just us 5.
All right, you guys. This girl's got nothing to do with Tenjou Academy. I want you to promise me that you're gonna keep her out of this.
Sorry, buddy, but the orders we got from the vice president were to annihilate the Jukin Club at any cost. And that's what we'll do. I'm a whole lot better than that, you reject! Bring it on! I'll kill every single one of you!
Yeah!
Nagi, Aya and our captain still haven't come back from the bathroom yet. I want you to get out of here and go help them. I can take care of these guys. Bob, protect Chiaki, even if you die doing it. When it's safe, you two should make a run for it.
Right.
But that means you're gonna be left here by yourself.
Don't you worry about me. I can handle these guys without any help. Just go.
Yeah, but what if they...
Go on. Can't you see that I'm giving you the better end of the stick on this one? Come on, freshman. Let me show off once in a while.
Listen, Soichiro, I know you to be a rather simple, somewhat stupid, somewhat oblivious, but generally pretty good guy. But I have to tell you that lately, you've been acting a little bit lamer than normal. There's nothing that I value more in this world than Chiaki, and I'll never forgive Ryozaki or these guys for putting her through all this. Taka Yanagi is trying to be the shield that protects Aya and that midget chick. Well, actually, he's probably just doing this for Aya. Regardless, that's his reason. But why do you want to fight these guys? Take this opportunity to find that out. Just what is it that you want to be strong for?
What is it that I want to be strong for? Who do I want to be strong for?
Go, Nagi! You got it, Senpai! Nagi, no matter how strong they are, Aya and the captain are both women. They'll have a hard time trying to fight all these people. You'll have to protect those two with your life. If you let anything happen to either one of them, I will personally kill you. Remember that.
Yeah, don't worry. I hear you, Senpai.
Unfortunately, it appears that you guys are just a bit out of luck. You need more people. If you guys want to take me down, you're going to need at least 100 more of you.
I wished so hard for it when I was a kid. I want to be stronger. I want to be stronger. I want to be stronger. What?
Why are you guys doing this?
You look a bit lonely there, girlie. Why don't I do the right thing and keep you company?
Jackie!
Huh?
Thank you!
Are you sure you're all right, Chiaki?
Man, there's just no end to these guys.
Now, don't you make the mistake of writing us off as just your average bunch of wannabes. Everyone here is in the main squad of the Executive Council.
Sorry, but who are you?
Hey, Bob, isn't this the guy that Nachon wiped the floor with without breaking a sweat?
Oh, yeah. Come to think of it, I do have a vague memory of that exchange.
That's it, bastard. You're dead.
You know, I think I should thank you. While you were busy babbling on and on, I took that time so I could work up my chi. I'll create a path to the elevator. You guys make a run for it, okay? Now get ready.
Chiaki.
All right. Here goes! Shini Rikudo! Bate Hoken!
This whole experience is against my will and extremely unpleasant. The pro wrestling club is a small part of the academy, but the executive council has asked us here nonetheless. It took 3 very hard years for me to be appointed as an executioner. And now that I'm here, the task that I am given is equal to picking a spindly little nuisance out of the web. Wouldn't you say that it's rather pathetic? Hmm?
I've had enough of the small talk, fat ass! Listen, I don't have time to play with you today, alright? You're the freaking nuisance!
I don't know why this is, but I don't feel a trace of the aura that I felt back then.
That staff can grow infinitely long. I can never get into striking range. His body is always too far away. I can't do that again. I've got to stay focused on this battle.
Just as I thought, her aura is not as strong as it was in the courtyard. I can take her. Right now, she is nothing more than a little girl who likes to practice jujitsu. I see. I thought it was strange that you kept trying to escape further and further up. So that's what you were trying to do.
Fear of that staff is dependent upon its angle of attack and its versatility within that. But from this position, inside a narrow corridor, the only way he can attack is by thrust. I'll be able to evade the first attack, but after that, will I be fast enough to close the distance between us? Or will he be faster in launching his second attack against me? Let's go.
Maya Natsume, I think it's time that you show me what you're made of.
Fine, but I promise that you'll regret it.
Like dodging the attacks is all that you can manage. Well, try to dodge this one. Perhaps I went a tad too far.
Takayanagi is with those two boys, so I'm sure they're at least holding their own. But the problem is Aya. Silly girl. I can't believe that she would jump to a conclusion like that.
We're not finished. Not even close. You and I have yet to settle our score.
I'm impressed that you've managed to resurrect this battle from the dire position you were in earlier. Not bad. There, I've given you a bit of praise. And now, I'll show you that you are wrong. This is not some ordinary staff. You have willingly walked straight into the jaws of death!
That's impossible!
Shin Muso Tagamiri Onaiden, Inchu Yonorishi!
Soichiro-sama. 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 What is this? That was Soichiro-sama. His memories are entering my head.
It's a clan that wards off evil. We take the possessed into their own bodies and defeat the dark spirits by becoming the spirits ourselves. It's a polluted clan, hated since the ancient past by both spirits and mankind alike. But listen, Soichiro, you mustn't resent this. Anger and resentment will only disrupt your chi. And if you disrupt your chi, you can't use your power properly.
I don't care. I just want to be stronger. A lot stronger, Mom. So I can find anyone who ever caused you pain, and then kill them for hurting you.
Making yourself stronger just so you can harm other humans is exactly the same as making the enemy stronger so that they can harm you. When you selflessly act to protect someone without any fear of getting hurt, then you will have achieved true strength. You have many reasons to be proud. The Nagi family has done a lot of good for others. Many lives have been saved at the cost of our own wounds. You may not understand what this means now, but someday, when you truly understand the meaning of these words, you'll find that inside your body dwells not just a mere spirit, but the spirit of a dragon.
That isn't fair. It's always just me, seeing all these different things about Soichiro-sama and his past. I only hope that someday Soichiro-sama will know as much about me as I know about him and all the memories that he has from his past.
Give up. You've seen the outcome. If you continue, your wounds will be much worse.
I'm sorry, but in my position as his wife, I'm afraid that I must not lose.
She just called to me.
What is this? Is this some sort of an illusion? It seems that perhaps I have made the mistake of slightly underestimating just what you're capable of.
Stay down. Don't make me school you again. I don't have time to hang around here babysitting you.
This is payback for that ambush earlier. Now on your feet. I, Sagamask, will fight you now with all of my body and soul. Get up! It's your turn to make an attack against me now!
Come on. How many times are you gonna make me repeat myself? I don't have the time to be hanging out with a weakling like you. But you're not leaving me much choice. So I'll stick around for just one more blow.
Just where are you going?
Come here. You wait inside here. Just get inside. Do it.
Bob, why are you doing this? This is totally absurd!
If you stay in here like a good girl, I promise that I'll make it up to you.
But Bob...
You're dead!
Now that I've actually fought her, I finally see why everyone was so afraid of Maya Natsume. This is why people make derogative remarks about her, yet never choose to do anything about it.
I have to admit that I admire your persistence. However, if you continue to stand, then I must continue to fight you, so perhaps it's best you call it quits.
I hate that I have to admit this, but I was foolish to assume that with the advantage of weapons, a well-thought-out plan in the right location, I stood a chance of winning this fight. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to lose. You are the one person I can never lose to, no matter what!
She still has more weapons? She's already thrown at least 20. Go on, attack me again. You're never going to win.
Make no mistake, I will indeed win! What gives me strength is my title, Vice President of the Executive Council. That translates to pure bliss, derived only from working so closely with our president. Seeing how you were offered this same position only to turn it down, you can't possibly estimate the strength that this gives me!
1, 2, 3, 4. So there is a fifth one. Izuzu's favorite attack, the Shadow Blade. If I can manage this one.
How did you just...
I simply cannot afford to lose to her. I am their captain. I must get to them. It is imperative that I do everything in my power to prevent you from defeating them. The weight I carry in my position far outweighs any of your responsibilities. Natsume Ryu, Hongo Hashigi! Red Fonten Pentakokeki! Now to finish you!
The powers within my body are dwindling. My spell will be broken. This can't happen. Nobody knows how I really look. And I want people to find out. It has to be her.
I've heard of this before. People who can alter the size of their bodies by using chi to conceal their excess. I couldn't figure out how she was able to hide all those weapons before, but now it makes perfect sense.
I can't hold it.
What?
There's too many of them.
It's always good to know that I still look beautiful.
Council's main squad has shut down this whole building. There's no way that you're going to be able to escape.
You think that I'm not fully aware of this? I know how you people work more than anyone else.
Go right ahead, then. Go out there and meet your doom. I'm tired of looking at you.
I had planned to do so regardless. But we're not done. We've a bit of business left. I've yet to thank you properly for this haircut. You didn't think that I would forget, did you? You're hurt too badly to deal with this alone. I'll call for someone to help you.
What?
I'm sure once everyone finds out, they can catch a glimpse of the much-admired Izuzu Senpai nude. A rare opportunity.
No, don't!
They'll be more than happy to lend a hand.
But
My generosity knows no end.
Wait! Hold on! I see absolutely nothing funny about this!
Well then, perhaps you'd be willing to do me a little favor.
In addition to this floor, in the 4th floor women's bathroom, we have Vice President Isuzu fighting Maya Natsume. Sagara is fighting one of the freshmen in the employees' corridor on the 3rd floor. And Tagami is fighting Natsume's younger sister in the 9th floor corridor in front of the roof access.
I left this case in Isuzu's hands. I'll wait 10 minutes.
Right.
If Isuzu isn't down here in 10 minutes, I will then head up there myself.
And that's it. That's all I have to report.
All right, it all sounds very good. You are excused now.
I gotta say, I'm really impressed. I can't believe you were actually able to get rid of Maya Natsume.
Will you just hurry up and leave already?
I mean, to fight until your clothes are all ripped to shreds like that. You two must have had one heck of a cat fight, huh? I can only imagine.
What were you saying about a cat fight? I can't hold it! Keeping appearances can be so hard. Mind your own damn business. So, what do you think you're going to do now? You heard what he said. He's arrived, and that means you don't stand even the smallest chance of being able to win this fight now.
I heard what I needed to know. And it was that boy's precise location.
What boy?
By utilizing my chi, I can eliminate most of the pain, but I stand no chance at all of fighting well with this injury. That boy is my last hope. No matter how hopeless this situation gets, I am the captain of that club, and I have to do what is best in order to win.
Stand up! I, Saga Mask, am now putting all of my body and soul into this fight. I said it's time for you to use one of your own attacks against me.
If you say so. I'll be happy to serve up one more attack. That's about the gist of it. Is what I did really that amazing?
Ryukei Kiko Tan Shinko. It's a type of attack that is executed by utilizing Hakke. Look, boy, what do you see here?
I don't see nothing.
Nothing, huh? Well, there's something quite close to us that can be of great value to you and me.
Huh?
The atmosphere. Atmosphere is an essential element that this world is filled with. Don't think of a circle as motion, but as power. Many martial arts use circles within fundamental areas for good reason. It's also used by masters in their attacks. The backhand is basically a method of conveying the impact point. In other words, as long as you have something to transfer your power, you can use it against anything. As one's turning force builds, it uses chi to evolve from a slicing circular motion into a lean linear motion with an amazing amount of kinetic energy. And then that energy begins to rush.
Can I take back what I said? How about I start the attack on this one?
Denied.
Building within the atmosphere.
Such a devastating force. Many times have I fought against the most fearsome of opponents, but never have I seen an attack like this.
Hey, what the? How come I attacked in regen?
He missed me. This means he hasn't fully mastered the attack.
That's not how it's done, you idiot!
An attack that you just learned earlier today, boy, is not going to work against these challengers. Lose that thought now! In the end, the martial arts are nothing more than a series of attacks used to defeat people. You should know how to choose your attacks wisely. If not, you'll just become a victim of your own efforts. Now tell me, what are you made of, boy? You have your own way of fighting, don't you? You didn't come knocking on our door because you wanted to be a martial artist now, did you? There is more than one path to achieving strength.
Man, you guys are like a broken record. I already know that I ain't no martial artist. I know damn well who the hell I am. I'm just a street thug, and I'm gonna stay a thug, and I'll still become stronger than every single one of you.
Be thankful to Natsume, freshman. If you let your attacks consume you, and foolishly try to use that move again, I will have no trouble pulverizing that arm of yours. Natsume's one bit of advice has turned him into a fearsome opponent.
Yo, it's your turn now, buddy. Show me what you got.
Did she? With wounds all over her body and a broken shoulder, Natsume walked out of the bathroom and defeated every single one of these guys? Well, it was a total mismatch then.
Sorry, boy. This is all that I can do for you right now. You'll have to figure a way to finish this on your own.
Be sure to keep focused. I won't be holding anything back this time. You shouldn't look anywhere but at me. If you don't keep an eye on the opponent standing in front of you, all you will see is one thing: defeat. It would be a shame for you to turn this into a boring match now, freshman.
Right.
Rolling turn! German suplex! Jumping!
This is really looking bad.
Powerbomb!
I can't believe this. How can a dude as so fast? Son of a bitch!
From a rolling turn, into a German suplex, followed by a jumping powerbomb, and then into a scorpion deathlock. What you girls and boys are getting to see right now is known as the Saga Special, but you should never try to do this at home.
The rope!
What? You've reached the rope? I have no choice then.
You bought that? You're way too gullible, you pro wrestling freak.
Easy. A right straight. I'll catch his fist in midair. How'd I miss that?
Fooled ya.
Damn it, boy. You're still too early.
Saga Muscle Powerbomb! I've just shattered your fist. Don't think my muscles serve as mere protective armor for me. They are solid weapons used to defeat my opponents. Anyone who chooses to strike me suffers a counterattack equal to the strength of their assault.
When the boy struck him, Sagara expanded his muscles, surging power throughout his body and forcing the attack right back at the boy. Even Tanshinko can't relay power within the body in this situation. The force of that attack was so powerful, the damage inflicted on the boy's right arm will be immeasurable. Sagara is strong. Perhaps I was wrong in assuming that the boy would be able to handle this.
There's no need to get up, Natsume. Lacerations aside, with that broken shoulder, there's no way you will be able to fight an even match with me, let alone heal in time for the preliminaries next month. Face it, you're nothing more than dead weight now.
Wait! I'm not even close to being finished with you!
Well, I think at this point, the initial objective has been fulfilled. The remaining task is to follow his orders and pulverize what's left of this boy's arms.
Do what?
Soon you can join Ryuzaki, and the two of you can count the hospital ceiling tiles together.
Wait! Sakura, I am your opponent.
You're far too late.
So, you've chosen the rooftop. I imagine that right about now, the Executive Council is launching a full-scale all-out attack against your little friends. Even if you do manage to escape from here, Sagara has locked down the third floor. An exceptionally strong opponent. So strong that he'd be on par with Isuzu and me had he not joined that pro wrestling club. Take this. You're distracting me.
You can be a gentleman at a rather odd time.
I am proud to say I am one of the few remaining samurais left in this day and age. Normally, I would never wish for a battle that is as unfair as this one is. But with those eyes of yours, as long as they bear that look, I've no choice but to fight you.
I am Soichiro-sama's wife. I believe in him, and in the members of the Jukin Club, and I believe in myself. There's no way that we ever allow ourselves to lose to you.
What have you...
But that's Tanshinko! There's no way! He couldn't pull that off from that position!
Pathetic. You are just way too pathetic.
This can't be happening. How can I be losing in a power match against an opponent as small as him?
His turning force, the massive turning force he gained from the Tanshinko, instead of releasing it, he's developing it into a stronger power within his own body. Can Tanshinko really be used this way?
Your story is so incredibly lame. Is that really what this is all about? Huh? The only reason you're fighting me is because you're running errands for somebody else? A big and powerful guy like yourself, living such a boring and pathetic life. What happened to the man inside of you?
I just...
Pro wrestling? No thanks. I can't say I'm really interested in that.
There's no way. A samurai's not part of a circus act. We'd kill you.
You do realize what you're up against. Even if you do create a new club at this school, the other clubs will crush you before you can even establish yourself.
Thank you for coming. Practice is going to be tough.
How'd you get to be so big, Sagara? What kind of food did you eat when you were a kid?
Why is our clubhouse in the freshman bathroom?
It's the only place they'll let us use. Wait, where are you going?
I'm going home. There's a new game coming out today.
Hey, take a look at the muscles I'm getting.
That's nothing. I got way more muscles than you.
I wonder if we'll ever be as tough as you, Sagara.
Of course you will be.
I've decided to give you one more chance.
It went through.
In order for me to create an ideal executive council, the key elements that I'll need are massive amounts of power and an elite personnel. If you swear allegiance to the executive council, I will provide you with money to operate your club and a place to practice. If you refuse this offer, I will simply revoke it. However, the tragedy you witnessed today will continue for 3 more years. Yes, you are incredibly strong, but not everyone that you associate with is nearly as strong as you are.
Sagara, please.
I hear your offer. And if you honestly plan to keep that promise, then I, Sagara, will train relentlessly to serve the Executive Council. However, I am doing this only for the safety of my club members and to keep order within the school. I will bow down to the law, but never to you. This is not just my loss. This loss will be far greater than that. I can't do it. All of the things that I have fought for. I can't fall to my knees in defeat over something as trivial as this. I can't do it.
Hey, why don't we just call it quits here, okay? I mean, it's not like you and me are out here to actually try and kill each other. I gotta think a fight that's forced down your throat by someone else ain't gonna be fun for either of us, you know? If I'm gonna be fighting a guy like you, all I wanna do is clear all the other crap out of my head and get to business. If you wanna ask me for a rematch, I'll give you top priority.
Well, that's what I would expect from any freshman. Next time, I guarantee you I'll win. Natsume, if someone like him had been at my side, or if... I'm so jealous of you.
Wow, you sure don't weigh very much, do you?
What do you think you're doing?
Well, you're hurt, aren't you? If something else were to happen to you, I got no doubt that Takayanagi would totally rip me to shreds. Let's get out of here. I can't believe a little detour turned into this big-ass battle. You got any idea where Aya is?
I do. Well, it appears that he is turning into someone with a tremendous amount of potential. To be able to use Tanshinko, that requires a great deal of consecutive chi. Perhaps this is a sign of the powers that his family holds.
Time's up. Let's go.
I guess that's it. I don't see any more. Bob, can you stand up?
Yeah.
Where's Chiaki? What happened to her?
She couldn't get out in time. She's behind me, inside this locker.
Bob, if you ever do something like that again, I promise that'll be the end of us.
I'm sorry.
Even if I'm all right, what the heck good is it if you end up getting hurt in the process, you idiot?
Hey, sorry about that.
What's wrong?
Even a guy that can take down 80 dudes on his own is a weak spot that no amount of training will protect.
Wow, he looks like he's really in pain. We should help, right?
By the way, where's Suichiro and the others?
Not here. But I'm pretty sure that they're all right. I'll wait around for them to get back. You guys should get out of here.
I know that I'd probably just get in your way, but if Suichiro needs some help, then I gotta be there for him.
You're gonna be strong someday, too. I can guarantee that. Until then, get out of here.
You have only defeated a measly 80 opponents, and now you need assistance from a freshman just so you can walk. You're pathetic, weakling. You are a disgrace to the Takayanagi name, Masataka.
Big brother.
They're brothers?
Step aside. Kagurazaka.
Rightio. Would you mind if I went all the way with him?
Do whatever you want.
shit! Move your freaking legs!
Excellent effort. I think rather highly of you, Bob Makihara. You're in an unfortunate position. You have an overwhelming amount of potential and talent, yet it rusts and decays like a forgotten sword, because there is nobody willing to sharpen it. Come, work under me. Natsume doesn't have the skills to handle your talent. Let me train you, and I'll turn you into the finest weapon in this academy.
I haven't a freaking clue what you're trying to say. First of all, who the hell are you?
Let me introduce myself. I'm from the Takayanagi family. Our family has overseen the martial arts in Japan for centuries. If what you're seeking in martial arts is true strength, there is no way that you can avoid the Takayanagi family.
I don't know what the hell you're trying to get at, but I'll let you know I don't care about that crap. However, there is something you've done that I do care about, and I'll never forgive you for it!
If you're satisfied with your current situation, I won't force myself on you. But at the rate you're going right now, you will never be anywhere close to competing evenly with Soichiro Nagi. I'll say it one more time. Bob Makihara, come with me and become the best you can be. You have what it takes to rule this school.
I haven't, but what about... Huh? What the... Chiaki?
Bob, jeez, you're acting like a pussy. You're not some kind of wimp. You'll get tougher. I know you will. And everyone else knows that to be true, too. Maya, Aya, Nachan, they all know that. But more importantly, I believe you're capable of great things. So it's all right. Go and get your ass kicked. Someday we'll pay him back 10 billion times over.
Uh-huh. Chiaki, you really are an amazing woman. I'm afraid I don't stand a chance against these guys. But my girl's back there watching me, so as long as I can stand on my feet, I'm gonna fight.
Mr. Kagurazaka. Listen, when I see those two freshmen, I understand what you guys must feel. You're all afraid. When you see a couple of stray dogs who continue to crawl to their feet, and pounding after pounding, your natural instinct is to fear them. Now I want to show you what it'll feel like when I go all the way.
What is this? What is this? This our feeling? Something's different. She's like a completely different person now. What was that? Don't you mock me! This is impossible. Even at this close range, my strikes don't even leave a scratch. Is this what the dragon's eye can do? It's like I'm moving exactly where this girl wants me to move. Laughing about? Is the image of me crawling on the ground that funny? Or is she simply amused by strength?
wouldn't have expected this kind of laughter from her. It's so arrogant and carnal, and yet at the same time innocent. It's almost like she's a...
Aya is still a child. Don't forget that.
Huh? Yeah, I know that. It's pretty obvious.
Normally, that's not an issue, but that changes when you're dealing with the Dragon's Eye. The Dragon's Eye strips their opponent bare. Earth, fire, wood, metal, water. Everything in this world is turned into pure information and then consumed. She can predict the future and see images from the past. And so it seems she's looked into the past and seen the two of us kissing. All right, here we are. Aya's just up the stairs on the rooftop.
Got it.
Boy, go on without me. You're on your own on this one. Aya is probably fighting the toughest battle of her life right now, but I have no strength left to offer her.
Well, what about that Tagami guy? Is he some sort of badass?
Within the whole academy, he's one of the top 10 students. But right now, it isn't Tagami that Aya is going up against. Right now, her challenger is the colossal power of the Dragon's Eye. She must fight for her life to escape its monstrous jaws. This doesn't just happen with the Dragon's Eye. In front of any form of enormous power, one loses all sense of their values and morals. They are stripped from that person and then tossed aside. What remains is that individual's true potential. Your opponent then becomes yourself. This is more than she can handle right now. What she needs is someone at her side who can assist her. Boy, this information doesn't just pertain to Aya. The time will come when you must do battle with your own self, and it will be fiercer and nastier than anyone else before you.
Soichiro-sama. I defeated him. He's one of the officers from the Executive Council. It's all right. I don't think he's dead. I hope not, at least. He must be one of their weaker officers. His movements were so slow it barely seemed like he was moving, and his next attack was always so obvious. This was the first time I've ever had this much fun doing battle with someone. I never knew that punching another person could be so exciting. What I've done is really terrible, huh?
Hey, Aya, are you crying?
Yes! I heard it! I actually heard it! It never let up! I just kept on hearing it! The whole time, all I heard was stop! Please stop! But I didn't stop! His muscles were torn and his bones were shattered. It was obvious that the match was already over. And yet I didn't stop! The voice I heard was his staff twisting in pain, knowing that its master was being destroyed. My own voice was gone, overcome by the power of the Dragon's Eye. This voice kept talking to me. Just use it. Use the power and the world's yours. Then suddenly, my opponent seemed like nothing more than an insect to me. And the voice kept telling me to kill it. The next thing I knew, I looked up, and he was... Tell me! What do I do? I could have killed him! I didn't mean for this to happen. The only thing I want is to be with you, Soichiro-sama!
He's still alive. Tell me, was this the first time you had a serious fight against someone?
Yeah, I think so.
Well then, as someone who's been in a whole lot of fights, let me give you a few words of advice. Whenever I'm in a fight, I only think about one thing. Kill him. That's all that I think about. 'Cause if I don't, I end up getting my ass kicked. Not by my opponent, but by me. See, when you're in a fight, it's the loser who pusses out. Even if you pummel the crap out of the guy, if you puss out, you lose. It doesn't matter how badly your opponent beats you up. As long as you stick with it the entire time, you win. That's the only rule that matters in a serious fight. You're gonna have to remember that, Aya. If you ask me, you're the one who lost this fight. Next time, win. Win. And enjoy it.
Soichiro-sama.
I think what he was trying to say is that she needs to be strong enough to win against herself. However, that was a rather odd way of doing it. But I guess that's what I should expect from him.
Your position sure doesn't have a whole lot of perks, does it, Natsume? They say stress can be beauty's Achilles heel. Be careful now. Don't push yourself.
Well, this is unexpected. So, you're here as well, are you?
Now just point those tits someplace else. I don't give a damn about those things. I'm telling you, those tits of yours have always been a deadly weapon against me. There's two things in this world that render me powerless: shiitake mushrooms and your tits.
I've had enough of your sexual harassment. If anything you just said was true, this would be no problem for me at all. Bunshichi Tawara. The battle between the Executive Council and us has never interested you before. So why show up at this point in the game? You a henchman for that idiot Mitsuomi now? Have you come here to hunt us down? Let me tell you this right now. I won't let you lay a finger on either one of them. I don't know how far I can go in this condition, but as the Juken Club currently stands, I'm the only one who has even the slightest chance against him.
Hold on now, wait a minute.
Huh?
I believe that little fight downstairs is all said and done at this point. About now, they're all probably trying to get the hell out of here.
All right, those who can walk should head home on their own. If the cops stop you, the last thing you're to do is to tell them what school you go to.
Let's go, everyone. Move it.
Come on, stop with the crying. I so suck at this kind of stuff.
That's not it.
Huh?
What should I do? He touched my forehead. This is the first time that Soichiro-sama has ever touched me. I'm sorry, Soichiro-sama. I'll stop crying. I'm all right.
What the hell?
That was for good luck. That's all it was. Next time I'm not gonna lose. I will win and I'll enjoy it. But someday, I'd like for you to initiate these kinds of things. Okay, Soichiro-sama? Oh, and about that incident, you know, where you were kissing my sister?
Oh, yeah, right, about that. It wasn't anything. It's not what you think.
Aya, boy! I'm worried about Bob and Takayanagi. The fight downstairs concerns me. Let's go!
You got it.
I won't lose, sis. This is the one thing I don't intend to give up.
Come on, Aya. The boy had passed out because he overextended what little amount of chi he had. So I just gave him some of mine to wake him up. Nothing else transpired between us. You should have figured that out on your own.
Yes, I understand what happened now. But the person who still doesn't get it is you, sis.
Huh?
You always do this. You seem like you know everything, but when it's really important, when it's about you, you're clueless. So I'm just gonna have to say it to you. I'll never let you take Soichiro-sama from me. Soichiro-sama, wait for me!
You are two of a kind. She's exactly like you when you were younger.
But I would prefer it if she didn't end up the same way that I did. That's why this bloody battle mustn't be passed on to another generation. It has to end with us. So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna fight or what?
Me? I think I'll pass. Don't like the pain.
Kagurazaka. Not ever.
Boy, stop it! Run away, boy!
This is my Ryuke Kiko, Tanshinko Shinden, Gao So Ryu, and Reisho! That attack there is one of the best-kept secrets within the Takayanagi family. I'm afraid that quasi-Tanshinko you tried is but a fading memory of the one who stole that technique from my people. You'll learn how that grieves me someday. Just like their elder brother did, Shin Natsume. In case you're not aware, he's the man responsible for stealing the power of my fists.
What the hell is this guy babbling about?
How dare you!
Must you continue this, Maya? People need just one king. Same with the martial arts. Like so many other methods that exist today, the Natsume family is nothing but a branch, clinging to the trunk of the historical Takayanagi tree. It seems as if once again, the martial arts are converging around our family. Will you finally stop with this futile persistence? I'm surprised you can move with that injury. You've gotten stronger.
Mitsuomi,
You know that it's not too late. Come back under my wing, like we used to be.
I'm afraid that time only moves forward, Mitsuomi. I'll never be able to forgive you for all the things you've done to so many people and for what you did to my brother. But the worst thing you did, the thing I will never forgive you for, is taking away the only place that I ever felt safe.
Please forgive me. You offered me advice as the Executive Council's advisor, but I took control of the squads and ignored it. And now everyone's hurt. Sagara and Tagami as well.
You should never have made the decisions that you made. Dividing up your squads because your opponent has is the epitome of foolishness. Each of them should have been attacked with overwhelming force. It's quite simple.
Yes, sir.
Tagami, alive or dead? Yep, all's well that ends well. Surprisingly enough, Mitsuomi is on the move. Natsume has suffered a serious injury, and the two freshmen ain't got a chance against Mitsuomi. I'll give him 2 more minutes, if that. It's a simple ending, really. 2 long years of fighting, which must have seemed like an eternity to Natsume, all wrapped up within 2 short minutes. You know, I still don't get it, though. If this could end inside of just 2 minutes, why'd Mitsuomi wait till now to do something? Well, maybe he didn't intend on destroying the Juken Club in the beginning. That was something that only developed later. The question still remains, though. After leaving it all be for so long, why do it now? What suddenly made him decide to settle the score?
It's the variables. They're quite real, too. Variables. You can't predict them. I'm sure the president had figured this out.
Even the king is going to have challengers.
Sagara.
Tawara, take this mask and get rid of it for me. It's not something that I will be needing any longer. 2 years ago, back when we were freshmen, it was the exact same thing. A king will always be defeated by the one who will be the next king.
By now, the Soryusho I delivered to you earlier should have moved through your gallbladder and into the pit of your stomach. You shouldn't be able to move a muscle now, let alone even think about attacking me one more time. Tell me, Maya, is this it? Is this why you're attracted to him? I understand why. It's incredibly apparent. Chi is usually created within the body itself, and as a consequence, it will only work within that body. That's why there's a limit to the amount of Chi one can use. So if you continue to use it, you will eventually run out. Even I face this issue. However, there are a few exceptions to this rule. There are those with enough Chi to heal themselves from my attacks almost instantly. It's a limitless Chi that warps the atmosphere around the user. Where are you getting all this Chi from, freshman? Tell me, did you honestly think this boy would be able to defeat me, Maya? Did you really believe he could overtake the mountain that your older brother could never conquer? What were you thinking? Look at him. Does that boy look like a dragon to you?
It's you, brother.
I remember when I first saw this boy's name in the freshman roster. I thought exactly the same thing. Nagi. Soichiro Kengo Nagi. I know whose name this is. Kengo was the name given to the heir of the Nagi family. It was to indicate that he's from the clan that wards off evil. The clan that becomes the spirit to defeat the spirits. I've seen him battle against Masataka and Ryuzaki. I cannot allow this boy to continue to go unchecked.
He's actually threats. Mitsuomi is a martial artist with an unparalleled ability to guard himself, but he's really taking some damage right now. It's just like it was last time. This is exactly what happened 2 years ago. Boy, you really are. Boy, stop it!
You truly are a foolish woman, Maya. What do you want? You want to watch me kill yet another one? A martial artist with an unlimited amount of chi. Chi of this nature is not created within the confines of the human body. Some call it God, some a dragon. Others call it an apparition or a demon. There's all sorts of names for it, but they all mean one thing. The chi that exists outside the body in the trees and the wind. People call those that can control such chi spirits. Spirits use their immense power to perform feats of constant recklessness, just like your brother used to do. You killed them both, your brother and this boy too. Senior at Todo Academy, head of Gaokishi style, president of the Executive Council, Mitsuomi Takayanagi, attacks!
Why am I not trying to stop this? If Mitsuomi really is ready to fight, that boy doesn't have a prayer. Even if he is a descendant of that clan, he's going to die. The boy is going to die. I've got to do something!
Chill.
Boochichi!
Goodness. Things were really heating up here. I had to cool this scene down. So tell me, who is it now that's got you all hot and bothered like this?
You really don't know when you're needed, do you? If you had just taken control of the squad from the beginning.
Now, come on. I only joined the Executive Council because you said I didn't have to do anything. Where else can I see high school students kill each other? And then bullshit about spirits. You guys are all completely whacked. Now, what are you doing harassing such a cute little freshman? Huh, senpai?
What happened?
Relax. He just checked out. Probably a result of that suffocating aura that follows you wherever you go. See? He's all nice and sweet around a cool cat like me, right?
Hey, what's your deal, punk? I just saved your ass! You ungrateful! You're gonna die for that, you little prick! What are you...
Mitsuomi, just so that you're clear on this, I've no interest in returning to how things were. If it wasn't for my injuries, I would have had no problem fighting you today.
Don't lie to me.
Okay, stop that hurt! That means I'm really gonna be so pissed off at you! Okay, I'll do your win! Just let go! Let go of me, damn it!
Nice work! Way to go!
Are the police here?
There's a few outside, but nothing to be concerned about. We got the employees here scared enough to back us up on the story that we had rented this place out for a bowling tournament.
Tell them we'll cover the cost of repairs and throw in some cash for the employees. The Suzu family will foot the bill. Kagurazaka!
Mitsuomi is still inside the building. He told me to warm up his bike like I was some sort of common houseboy. The nerve of that man.
What happened to your face? It looks horrible.
My face may look like I lost, but I didn't. I spent most of my time making sure I kept Junior in check.
Mr. Kagurazaka. Now I want to show you what it'll feel like when I go all the way.
An obvious feint attack. So predictable. Come on, what do you think you're doing? You told me that I could have my way with him. You're spoiling it for me.
This fight was over. Have some style. You still have a ways to go. You can become even stronger.
He's such an ass, that Mitsuomi. Acting all high and mighty. Look what he's done to my perfect skin. I won't forgive him for this. What?
The president was fighting against both Bob and Masataka, and you thought it'd be okay to just stroll outside?
Oh, relax. This is Mitsuomi, after all. He bragged that he'd have this whole thing wrapped up in 3 minutes.
Listen, you little shit! If anything happens to our president, I will kill you!
Just hold on! What's with her?
Damn it! What was I thinking? I should never have let him take care of Mitsuomi. He can't even act as a security shield. If he was just fighting a one-on-one battle, I wouldn't care who Mitsuomi was going up against. But this isn't just a one-on-one battle. It's Isuzu. Are you all right?
How's the withdrawal going?
We're almost done. Just making sure no one else is here.
I owe one to Bunchichi. If I'd kept going with that boy, I might have lost. This is pathetic. I chastised Masataka for wearing out after a measly 80, and I spent just a few minutes fighting a couple of freshmen, and my body's completely spent. When he saw Masataka lying there, defeated by me, the anger in that boy's eyes was so very real. All on his own, Masataka has managed to earn the trust of some powerful comrades. It's becoming quite clear that the Takayanagi family is not his place. My father never taught me that allies could be so valuable.
But you have allies. You have all of us, the Executive Council. We'd die for you if you asked us to. I know the core members of the Council, like myself and Tagami, all feel that way. You are the bigger power that bonds us together. You must stay alive. You have to do that for us, and for yourself, even if it's just another day. I'll risk it all, everything, just so I can protect you. If you don't mind, I'd like to come in.
No, I should get out of here. Look the other way when I leave.
Of course. One last thing, sir. Maya Natsume was a tough opponent. If by chance I had met her before I met you, I could easily have become her friend.
I see. And I wanted to meet you before I met Maya, too.
Okay, kiddo, rise and shine.
Look at you. I expected more than this. I'm disappointed, Takayanagi. How is he? He's not up yet? Let me try.
Don't you touch him! Why do they have to fight like this? Just look at the two of them. Bob and Nachon are a complete mess. I'm beginning to wonder if all this is just about you. Well, is it? What exactly is all of this about? I want to know what's going on. Why do they keep fighting us? I mean, it turns out that that president guy is nothing more than your ex-boyfriend. What is this, some kind of lover spat? I agree that both Nachon and Bob here have spun off into the deep end since they started this school. But if the two of them hadn't hooked up with you, things would have never gotten this out of control. And as for me...
All right. Go on and spill it. All of it. Everything that's happened between you and Mitsuomi. They need to know what really went down. That it's not just some high school romance gone horribly awry.
2 years ago, Mitsuomi fought and killed my older brother. Calling it a fight is an understatement for what actually happened. What it really was a death match. My brother lost the fight and died as a result.
What?
No one really won that fight. My brother took Mitsuomi's life from him as well.
What?
He's still alive, but just barely. And I'm beginning to wonder if at this point, he'll even have enough time to accomplish what he set out to do. This means I'm beginning to run out of time as well. I have to do something while I still can. I've got to settle the score before he dies. You're awake.
Stop beating around the bush already, will ya? Tell us everything that happened.
Don't you think we have a right to know exactly what we're up against?
All right. But first we have to get ourselves out of this building. We can continue this at home.
You got it.
It all happened in less than 30 minutes. But together, the two sides managed to put over 100 people on the injured list. Some just had cuts and scrapes, others seriously wounded. I've never understood what my brother was hoping to achieve by becoming president of the...
There's something a bit more pressing right now?
Yeah, we want to know what happened.
But it's late.
My brother didn't used to be like this at all. But then, one day he just changed. All I want to know is what caused it. Please, tell us what happened, Captain.
Takayanagi. I'll start from the beginning. When I first met Mitsuomi, I was in the 9th grade. The only thing that I ever thought about back then was how I could become stronger. Like a steel blade that could slice through anything in its path. Stronger. That's all.
Well now, you're the one I've heard about from the head clan of the Gaokishi style. Huh, I'm so disappointed. I was really hoping you'd bring a lot more to this fight. But if this is the kind of trash you hang around with, you can't be all that tough. 2 people can't be crowned the strongest in this city. You're gonna have to face me, Mitsuomi Takayanagi.
You're weak. You were saying something a few minutes ago about being the strongest person in this city. Well, I'm not that guy. I know someone a whole lot stronger than me.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your older brother, Maya Natsume.
But how did you know who I was?
Oh, man, is it over already?
Well, we're late because you had to go chase after that chick. What's up? Is that you on the ground, Maya? Don't tell me you lost another fight.
But how did you...
Sheen, what's up?
So why are you here?
Well, I got this call from Mitsuomi yesterday. He wanted to know what he should do if he ended up having to fight you. So I told him to stop stressing about it, just kick your ass.
Why did you...
Team Katana. Mitsuomi might be able to fill my shoes when I'm gone. You should have seen that. Oh, come on, don't tell me that you dragged the Chokuto Reiki with you tonight.
Chokuto Reiki?
That cursed thing's been handed down in the Natsume family for generations.
Next time, I don't want it to have to go like this. I mean, I really went all out on her. And I gotta say, having to hit a girl ain't all that fun, you know.
Well, now, when the boy speaks, he speaks his mind. Listen to you. Now, don't start.
You want me to give you a lift?
Come on, stop, Sheen.
Are you hurt bad?
I'm fine. I can get home on my own.
She was crying. She had her face all scrunched up.
What? Man, I knew going all out like that on a chick was a bad idea.
Will you stop freaking out? She's gonna be fine. As soon as she goes and has something to eat, she'll be back to normal.
Sheen, you have a really messed up way of letting your sibling know that you care about her. Maya probably came here tonight because she knew that you would show up, you know?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, if you don't get it, then you're just not gonna get it.
What's up with you? You're acting weird.
You know, I gotta say, she's really cute.
Huh?
I can see how I could totally fall for her.
The reunion came soon afterwards. And then, that spring,
The 287 students that are here today promise to endure hardships, as well as share in each other's victories. By using our rivals to make us stronger, we vow to master our studies in both academics and the martial arts. I present this oath to you on behalf of the freshman class.
All right. Congratulations, first-termers, on making it in here. I'm Shin Natsume, head of the Executive Council. But who I am isn't what's important. But listen up, because I'm going to tell you what is important. This academy will be a paradise for you. I have absolutely no doubt that your next 4 years at this school are going to be some of the most exciting years of your life.
This place is pretty nice. Our cherry trees aren't anywhere near this big. I wouldn't have attended the ceremony either if I didn't have to make some speech.
don't talk to me as if I'm your friend. You're ruining a perfectly good, depressing moment. My brother swears he can hear the blooms laughing and cheering when they start to fall like this. But what I see is the empty shell of a demolished life.
Just so you know, I didn't lose to you when we fought each other last time. I would have continued on with the match if my brother hadn't shown up. The fight is not over, so don't go out there and let someone else rip your head off. The next time you and I fight, I'm gonna be a whole lot stronger.
I think I lost him. Katana hunting. What a freaking joke. What the heck is that? Isn't that...
Whoever did that's gotta be one scary individual.
Ah, guess everyone's here.
Katana's bodyguards are present and accounted for.
Bunchichi, do you always sit...
This is my personal napping spot.
Were you here yesterday?
You know, you should really find a chick who's a bit less scary.
He heard everything.
Now, someone took out Kibo last night.
You mean katana hunting?
Apparently. He's the third guy this month.
I know our team's made a lot of enemies, but someone hasn't picked such an obvious fight against us in a long time.
Yep. I feel bad for the guys we've lost, but Sheen wasn't so upset. Sometimes people just don't know what an amazing weapon a katana is, unless you show someone just how deep it can cut. Got it?
Step aside.
Well now, you're Maya Natsume, aren't you? Be a sweetheart and hand this to your brother for me. And then tell him one more thing. This school ain't gonna be no paradise anymore. It's gonna be hell, now that you got somebody like me roaming your hallways.
Tell him yourself. I'm not a bulletin board.
Don't act tough. I used to hear your name all over the place when I was in middle school. But I'm guessing by now you probably figured out that they were all just going easy on you out of respect for your big brother.
Go on. Say that again. I dare you.
What? Oh no. What did I do? Did I upset you? So sorry. Maybe you should go find out where your big brother is so you can tell on me. That mean boy made me cry, brother. Will you please go and beat him up for me? Brother lover. Just so you know, when I'm fighting a girl, I hit him just as hard as when I'm fighting a guy. A mono-style mahjong fist! And ho! Damn it! Sheen! You're not good enough to walk around here with an attitude! You act like you're a tiger, but you're just some chick with cockroach hair!
He's really tough.
If we help her out now by stepping in, her body may not take on a great deal of damage, but the scar that it'll leave in her heart will be there forever. That's a fate much worse than death for a martial artist. Understand?
Yeah, but...
Tough it out. Especially if you think you really are in love with Maya. This is hard for me, too.
I think it's time you consider giving up. Guys don't like a girl who's too persistent.
Asshole! Damn it! Maya! This fight is lame! Why don't you start hitting back? You're boring everybody to tears here!
But Sheen... Well, thanks for showing up. I didn't think that you'd arrive this quickly. I was really taken by your speech yesterday. Man, you're so cool.
Ah, but your attacks are so much cooler.
And if it isn't little Mitsuomi standing there next to you. So then, you're still a little shit clinging to some big fish's ass.
Who the hell are you? Come on, introduce yourself, damn it!
Right. Name's Masayuki Sanada, Red Mahjong Devil of 5th Middle, and I didn't come here to fight you. I just want to fight this guy right here.
Let me ask you something. I just want to know, you the guy after the katana members?
And what'd you do if I was? Huh?
I'd say try again in your next life, jackass.
Bastard!
Now listen here, Mr. Red Mahjong Devil. This fight is nowhere near over. So if you're not going to attack, then I guess I will.
Wait, hold on!
You go, girl!
So, was the fan service a bit much?
Oh, that was awesome!
Stop picking stupid fights like that. It's getting embarrassing having to watch them.
Oh, yeah? Well, then how come every time that I'm in a fight, you show up to check it out, huh? Go away!
If you want me to leave you alone, finish the damn fight before I get there.
Don't touch me!
Stop making a fuss.
Then go away!
Whatever. Exactly.
This guy is gonna die. Someone! Call an ambulance! Hurry up! Did you hear me? Hurry up! He might still be able to make it!
You don't need an ambulance. Kuzunoha needle kokanseiso.
Kuzunoha?
Now if we just stitch up his abdomen, he'll recover without a problem. You'll see. I'm afraid you're not going to be able to make it in this school if you're fretting over something as small as this. Mitsuomi.
Oh, okay. You're Mana Kuzunoha. You're Shin's girlfriend, am I right?
I wouldn't let yourself get too worked up over this. Shin was going easy on him. If I didn't show up, he still wouldn't have died. Providing, of course, that he was taken to a hospital.
Yeah, but the attack he used was a Tashinko attack. That rips through muscles with just a finger. That move attacks the internal organs, especially the liver. It's a killer. You're not taking it easy by using that move.
I'm surprised. The Takayanagi clan, head of the Gaokishi style of martial arts, has such a kind man like you for their heir. Who would have thought?
You'd be even more surprised if you met my little brother, Masataka. That guy is even nicer than I am. Or maybe he just seems that way because he's always daydreaming.
So, Mitsuomi, are you available after school today?
Yeah, I guess. But are you sure that's gonna be all right? Shin can get really jealous sometimes. If he catches wind that his girlfriend and me were hanging out all alone together.
You're getting a lot stronger, but your attacks are still all over the place. You gotta learn when it's time to attack and time to hold back.
All right, that's enough.
It's not enough. This is something really important. That type of fighting may be good enough for middle school, but I gotta tell you, if you want to make it in this academy...
I said I don't want to hear anymore. I'm tired of you treating me like a little girl. Why'd you have to help me out like that? Come on. Did you really think that somehow I wouldn't notice? Don't ever do it again.
Maya, to be perfectly honest, the last thing I want is to have to watch you grow stronger. You see, all you have to do is stay by my side. You should always be with me, no matter what.
Did you just say something? I missed it.
Don't worry, it was nothing.
Miss Kuzunoha, where are you? Miss Kuzunoha? Why'd she want to meet in this old building? Miss Kuzunoha, hey, don't surprise me like that, okay? Miss Kuzunoha, what is this all about?
I think that you know. Don't tell me that even someone of your caliber is afraid of Shin. You said earlier that his move was a killer. Well, it's always like that. He always makes bad choices whenever Maya is involved. If he didn't have me around, who knows how many people he would have killed by now. I don't know if you noticed, but those two have a strange relationship. They're more like two people who are madly in love with each other than brother and sister.
During that fight, it wasn't her opponent that she saw before her. It was Shin. It's always just one man that she sees. Always.
Are you going to hate me for doing this?
No.
Hey, don't you think this...
Practicing after school? All by yourself? Seems lonely.
Of all the places you could be, why did you choose to come here? You looking to pick up where we left off with that fight?
Not at all. I have no desire to challenge you right now. However, it would seem that in the not-too-distant future, you and I will definitely face off. Hey, what's your problem? Why can't you look me in the eye today? I'm gonna take a wild guess. I think you're seeing someone.
Joking, but you're serious. That look on your face was hysterical. There it is, that's the look.
What's so damn funny? Yeah, well, this isn't a showdown. It's punishment.
What? Don't think you can threaten me.
How about 100 flicks to your forehead, huh?
Go right ahead, but I'll serve up 100 thumbs to your ass if you do.
Huh. You're walking on confidence.
Huh?
Hey, stop! You're showing your underwear!
So, who cares? No one else can see it.
What the hell kind of logic is that?
It works for me!
Hey! Don't hit me that time! Watch it!
Come on! The Chokuto Reiki is gone. What's wrong, sis? Aya, please tell me that you took the Reiki. No, Sheen took that out with him a little while ago. What? Sheen took it? Yeah. Sheen hasn't gone anywhere near the Reiki since the incident. So why now?
What is it, Moonchichi? Moonchichi, what is it? You wanted to talk.
Oh, yeah. I figured it out. I think I know who's been doing the katana hunting. I started thinking about the attacks collectively, including Ishimatsu's, and I came up with a theory. I'm 90% certain I've got the right person. I thought you'd be more surprised than this. After all, isn't she the girl you got the hots for?
Are you kidding? I'm totally shocked by this. But in a weird way, I know why she did it.
Really?
But in a weird way, I know why she did it.
Really? One more thing. Rumor has it you're shacking up with Kuzunoha every now and then.
Who did you hear that from?
She's telling everyone she knows. It's starting to get around. It's better if you don't mess with her at all. That could easily find its way to Sheen's ears. That's all. And this whole discussion, it's just between us. Don't mention katana hunting or his chick to Sheen. When the time's right, I'll let him know.
All right, I got you.
And this whole discussion, it's just between us. Don't mention katana hunting or his chick to Sheen.
What I mean by fireproof alpha is that this metal can only be found in the United States. Los Angeles is specific. Dr. Robertson, the go-to guy who will get rid of this. It's amazing. It's so
What the hell is everyone's problem? Can't you just shut up? I can't handle it when you all talk to me at once. Damn it. I feel like I'm going insane.
She comes on to me, then turns around and tells all her friends about it. Why?
I don't know if you noticed, but those two have a strange relationship. They're more like lovers than brother and sister.
Is she doing this to get back at Sheen for something? That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense.
Hey, come here.
Oh, shit! Hold on! Wait! We got nothing to do with katana hunting. I swear, we didn't do it. That's the truth. Don't! Hey, come on, run for it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you guys had nothing to do with it. I just need to blow off a little steam.
What's wrong? You've been awfully quiet today.
Of all the guys, why me?
Love. Take a look. Can't you see that I'm madly in love with you? Would you have believed that before? Your turn, Mitsuomi. Why'd you sleep with me?
Well, to be completely honest, because you're Sheen's girlfriend.
And here I was, hoping you might tell me something a little bit sweeter.
Sorry.
What would you do if he found out? Would you fight Sheen? If you were to win that fight,
I've no intention of fighting him. I'd lose.
then you're more of a coward than I thought. But I kind of like that about you. I'm the same way.
Mitsuomi, that you?
Chichi?
Damn it! Get off me!
Oh, yeah, sorry about all the noise. I'm visiting Ishimatsu in the hospital. Unfortunately, it's turned into a big rage fest. He's trying to get out of the hospital right now so he can go hunt the culprit down on his own.
Could you say that again? I didn't quite get it all.
Sure, I'm in the hospital. That's Ishimatsu in the background.
Hang up that
No,
phone.
I said hospital.
Do something! Make sure you find that little shit who did this to me! Did you hear me? You even listening to me, damn it?
You shut the fuck up already! Can't you see I'm in the middle of a phone call? Don't you know it's not polite to interrupt? Now sit down! Look what you did! Hey, what a surprise. You're all here.
Bunshichi, it's time for you to come clean. Is there something you're not telling us?
I don't account to you. Who the hell you think you are, my mom? I thought it makes my stomach turn.
We're talking about the katana hunter. They beat the crap out of Ishimatsu. We can't just go around ignoring this clown anymore. Katana's entire reputation is at stake now.
In other words, Bunshichi, we're sick and tired of you yanking our freaking chains on this one. We want to know why you've got the whole club sitting on our damn hands.
The list of guys who can take Ishimatsu down is pretty slim. Sick all of us on him, and we'll find him in no time.
I'm working on a good lead. Just give me a little more time.
Well then, Mr. Vice President, why don't you at least tell us what that lead is?
You know? Seems to me you're doing all you can not to reveal the culprit. You think you could at least give me a light?
I'm not gonna stand here and listen to your bullshit. If you guys have a problem with how I run things, bring it on. There's not a single person here I can't take. Make sure Ishimatsu stays tied to his bed. If he opens those wounds again, he really will die. Any second now, it'll storm.
Take this.
What is it?
It's a present. Open it when you get home and take a close look. You asked me why I chose you. The answer is inside that box. If you look closely, you'll see it.
So you were looking specifically for me, not just anyone?
That's right. I only did it because it was you. I've been waiting a very long time for you to enter the academy. I promise. You may find it hard to believe that I'm telling the truth, but come tomorrow, I think you'll start to believe me.
I gotta go.
Emmy, yes. Right here. Whatever you do, please don't hate me for this. I don't.
Miss Mana, it's an assignment. You don't have a choice.
Earrings and this thing. What's on it?
Hey.
What's up, Bunshichi?
Sorry to keep calling you earlier. Man, everybody's so uptight right now. Wow, this is weird. I wonder what Kuzunoha was getting at. So I guess you're still seeing her, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, you don't gotta apologize to me. So what's on this thing? Porn, I hope.
Yeah, it's me having sex with her. Hey, relax, man. I was just joking. This thing kind of freaks me out. Will you please watch it with me? Did you get it connected?
I'm still trying to remember how to run this thing. I think it's this.
And this is for you.
Yep, here we go.
Looks like they're at school, doesn't it?
It sure looks like it.
It isn't my fault, it's the club. You know I've got responsibilities to them.
There you go again, using your club to cover your lies. Well, I'm tired of it. If you want to play with them all day, fine. Go ahead.
What the hell is this? Looks like the only footage that's on this thing is of Sheen and Mana.
This is the first time that I've seen her laugh like this. Why'd she give this to me? What am I supposed to get from it? Bunshichi! Bunshichi, wake up!
Why?
There's something weird about this video she gave me.
Huh? And what is that?
I noticed it earlier, but didn't say anything. Look, right there.
Huh?
That's you and me in the background.
Huh?
Now, watch it closely. We're in it there. And there. And there, too. It's never much, but we're always somewhere in the background. Now, try to think back. Do you ever remember someone recording us? tell me, why would anyone want to take all this footage of us?
You son of a bitch! You know whose sister you laid a hand on? Do ya?
I'm really sorry.
Stop! Please stop! Fall, damn it! I said fall, you freaking loser! You ain't got a chance!
I've known Sheen for a long time. For more than 10 years now. That guy, I don't know.
Wait! We got nothing to do with Katana hunting. I swear, we didn't do it!
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you guys had nothing to do with it. I just need to blow off a little steam.
That look in his eye. I've never seen Sheen like that. What the hell's going on? Who is this? What's gotten into him? Why is someone recording this footage of him? He saw me.
You asked me why I chose you. The answer is inside that box. Inside. 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 As head of the Gao Kishi style, one of the most important jobs the Takayanagi family has is to watch over anyone with supernatural powers. Shin Natsume is a valuable data sample. His powers surfaced early on in his childhood. With his permission, he has been continually watched and recorded by several dozen staff members for quite some time. And because the Kuzunoha family serves under the Takayanagi clan, I had no choice. I had to accept the role of Shin's girlfriend. It was merely a task I was given, nothing else. But still, why do I wish I was close to him right now? Oh, Miss Mana, the moon sure looks pretty tonight. I wonder if we'll see some sunshine tomorrow. I don't think so. I heard there's a storm coming.
I was surprised. People are more solid than I thought. I thought it'd be like TV, that I could easily slice through them without a problem. But it all ended up being more difficult and noisy than I expected. Maya, from here on out, nothing will separate us, okay?
I must have fallen asleep here. It's been a long time since I've dreamt about that day. Chokuto Reiki. A culmination of magic. A katana that has every spell of Onmyo, Jukon, and Dokyo sealed within its blade. It creates a symbiotic relationship with the powers of whomever is wielding it, and its aura shifts from handler to handler. However, no matter which attack I choose, or how much chi I build, the Reiki has never revealed its powers to me. I have no supernatural powers. I am a disgrace to the Natsume family. My only choice is to become stronger. Like a cold steel blade that rips through anything that stands in its way.
Set up. Position 5. Ready, go!
Cut it. The reflexes are on target, but I'm afraid everything else is a bit of a mess, Fu.
Looks like an arcade game to me.
Master Dogen, I assure you, the complexity of this system is far greater than any video game.
Fine, then. Go about this as you wish. As Mitsuomi's coach, I'll trust your decisions. I'll play little role in how you decide to go about your training. But I assume you realize this, Fu-Chen. For centuries now, the Takayanagi clan has overseen every form of the martial arts. Our final objective has always been to develop the ultimate martial artist, one who can defeat any form of darkness. My hope to see this dream fulfilled rests entirely in Mitsuomi. It's not just my dream, but the entire Takayanagi clan's. No, it's the dream of Japan's entire community of martial artists as well. I'm trusting you. Contact Mana Kuzunoha. Tell her I'd like to have a word with Shin Natsume.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you're pretty sure about this.
I am. You've heard of these guys, haven't you? The three gambling brothers are famous for being stupid.
But do you really think those three lame asses could have taken Ishimatsu down all on their own?
Well, if they were walking around in our team jacket and talking smack, they got some nerve.
And I hear they're telling the whole friggin' school they're doing the katana hunting. I'd really like to see them pay.
I think we need to teach those pissants a lesson or two then.
Well, we can't trust that Bunshichi is going to take care of it. We've got to take this matter into our own hands.
Brother, I brought you some rice crackers. I know they're your favorite. Are you there?
Where are you? Where have you been?
I'm here. I'm right here, brother.
Where am I? What are they doing to me? Nobody looks at me. Nobody even notices me.
Brother!
It's always so dark.
It's all right, brother. You're right here standing in front of me, and Maya's right here holding you.
Why am I dreaming about that again? What is wrong with me? Look at you. Could you possibly be hungry? Do you like it? Aya makes a pretty good lunchbox. I wish that I was like you. You're totally free. Hey! His rhythms. They're so passionate. So beautiful. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Now I can see why they call you the plow horse of the martial arts community.
I think the word you meant to use was thoroughbred. Besides, those were just some random punches anyway. I was hardly even trying.
What's going on with your hand?
Oh, this. It's not something I can stop. Someone's taken a bite of my soul. Nothing I can do about it. As heir to the head clan of the Gao Kishi style, I've gone up against a lot of martial artists. This guy's different. He doesn't attack like a human does. The attacks that he uses when he fights aren't something that a human would even think of.
So are you afraid of my brother? Even a guy of your caliber?
Because I call myself a martial artist, there was a time when I wanted nothing more than to try to take him on. But now, I want nothing more than to avoid fighting him. Even if it means being ridiculed and chastised, I wouldn't care. I hate this feeling. I don't need to have fists like this anymore!
One needs to have a heart that does not sway. You're more like me than you know. If I thought I could take him in a real fight, I'd have done it. Instead, I'm forced to single out Katana members and then hunt them down.
Do you know you're messing with the three gambling brothers? Do you have any idea that I'm Tetsu the Baccarat Fist?
Yeah, don't you know that I'm Yasuji the Poker Face?
Shut your freaking mouth already. You. Is Sanada the Mahjong Fist one of you guys?
Yeah, he is. Together we make up the three gambling brothers.
But we didn't have a hand in any of this. We're not doing the katana hunting.
I'm well aware of that, lard ass. There's no way a turd like you could take down Ishimatsu. But I do think you've been talking a lot of shit behind our backs, and that won't do. All right. All right, asshole, now fess up. Where'd you get a hold of our team logo?
Okay, I'll tell you. We were cruising around town one night, and then we passed in front of the schoolyard, and that's when we saw someone hanging a katana jacket on the school gate. I swear it's true. I promise.
Their faces. Tell us what they look like.
It was really dark. I could barely see them, but it seemed like a chick. She had this hat in her head, but there was this hair in front of it that was spilling out like this.
There you go.
And there you have it, folks. No wonder Bunshichi tried to cover this up. I'm afraid I'm not nice enough to look the other way on this just because she's the big guy's little sister.
About time. If you can't get here when you're supposed to, then don't bother.
Why are you hunting down katana members?
It's the best solution I came up with. I'm doing it to help my brother. He did it to protect me. Because I'm so weak. That's the only reason he wanted to become stronger. So now, I will do my best to tear down everything that he has tried to create. I want to destroy it myself and gain a strength that not even my brother can match. If I don't do this, my brother will rage like an insane beast for the rest of his life.
Man, it's getting out of control. What the hell are those guys thinking?
So what? This is just one fight club against itself.
I guess you're right.
All right, easy. Okay, easy. I got it.
Yo, eyebrow, you alive or what? What do you think
Come
you're
on.
doing? All these guys are in critical condition.
Bunshichi.
Just give me a nod. Did Sheen do this to you?
Sheen.
Was it him? Huh?
We all quit. We're through. Katana can go on without us. Just please, don't
That's enough
kill
from
us,
you.
Okay?
I'd quit if I were you.
Wutan, what happened? Are you okay?
No, my insides are shredded. They're carrying me out last. They need all their medics just to lift me.
Wutan, you know I don't give a rat's ass about who took out who or which team took down which. I'd be totally content living a rosy-colored life where everyone at school didn't care about this crap. That's what I was hoping would eventually happen, if I could just keep a lid on this whole katana hunter bullshit. But I guess it didn't work out so well. I'll take care of the rest. Sheen's a shithead. He's as good as dead. Besides, it's about time I remind him how I got my nickname.
Bunshichi, don't get me wrong, I think you're tough. In fact, I think you're probably the strongest student in the entire Toto Academy. But still, I don't think even you can take down Sheen.
What do you mean?
Man, you're so late. I know, I'm sorry. Look at that. That's Tower down there, guys.
Huh? So, who's that?
Who's that? You guys don't know anything. He's so big time. You're looking at a guy who happened to go to the same middle school as him. Everyone totally worshipped him. He so had it made. Double Impact Tawara. He had his showdown on Okutama Boulevard. Operation Decimation of DR. He mowed down 200 guys on Crazy Thunder Road. There's so many legends out there about this dude, I can't even name them all. When Katana first formed, he was their lead attacker. He single-handedly took out nearly all of their opposition. This dude's a total monster.
He's going off on one of his fantasies again.
We're out of here.
Hey, hold on, wait up!
much longer you gonna tail me with that camera? If you keep this up, I'm gonna have to start billing you for royalties.
Look, big tits!
Huh? Big tits where? That was cheap. Well, I guess the moment I've been waiting for is just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. You're not getting away. Slow down, damn it. Shouldn't mess with the big boys, little girl. Not bad, though. I think a piece of that will compensate nicely for that little kick and stick move she pulled.
Bunshichi, there's no way you can win against Sheen. You're strong, but that's it. You're not terrifying. I never thought of Sheen like that. I never knew a human who could be so terrifying. And that's the difference between you and Sheen.
He sure had a mouthful he had to get out. Those weren't the kindest words he could have spoken to me either. Come here! Shit.
He's here. You could have called and told me you were going to be late.
Yeah, well, I had to run this stupid errand.
You consider placing your comrades on the brink of death to be nothing more than a mere errand?
Say hello, Sheen.
It's been a long time. Master Dogen Takayanagi, head of the family that oversees the Gao Kishi style.
Kuzunoha, will you give us a moment of privacy?
Yes, but sir...
This location's secure. There's absolutely nothing to worry about.
All right.
What's wrong? Don't you find her attractive? I've been told you haven't even laid a finger on her. Perhaps it's because you remember her name from somewhere in your past.
Master, what is it you want? I know that I'm only a student, but I'm afraid that I still don't have much free time.
What I want? Why don't you take a guess? Use that dragon's eye that you're so proud of.
There's nothing to worry about, miss. Our finest guys are stashed all around here just itching to pounce.
I went another day without killing.
The smell of blood oozed from his body. It was so thick, I wanted to gag. But even then,
How about you just give up? What you did earlier really hurt, little girl. I'll tell you what. Give me a little piece of that booty of yours and we'll call it even.
If you think that a piece of me is what you really want, then you just go ahead and make your move. But you'll have to get past these first!
Look what you can do. Assassination weapons.
You gotta be kidding.
You trying to finish me off?
Bring it on, you bastard!
What's wrong? Is there something else you'd rather be doing? That's how you want to play. Well, don't expect me to go easy on you then.
Please, get out of the way. Clear a path, hurry! Mitsuomi! Tell me what happened.
I really don't know what happened myself. I got this phone call from Bunshichi, and then he... You were the katana hunter, right? If it wasn't you, then who the hell else would have... It's really bad. They've just been beat mercilessly.
Mitsuomi, do...
Mitsuomi.
Senpai.
All of us went down. Katana is finished now.
Wait! Hold on a second. Where's my brother? What happened to my brother?
Where's Sheen? You don't think he... Did he?
We don't want anything to do with you anymore. It's best if you don't show your faces around us again.
Could Sheen have done this? He did, didn't he?
Man, I barely made any money again today. I guarantee you the boss is gonna get on my case again. Yes, finally some money. What's up with these guys? I can't deal with this. I'm not messing around with anything dangerous.
Don't turn down a customer. I'll complain to your supervisor.
Just tell me where you want me to go. Oh, please, don't get me involved in anything weird.
Whatever the fare is, I'll pay you double. Just take me to this location.
You say that now, but...
Don't let me down, all right?
Oh, okay.
Well, fancy that. An ID card with an optical sensor. Greetings, Emi Isuzu. I thought it might be something like this.
Why would he do something like this?
It's all my fault.
You see, all you have to do is stay by my side.
I have to do this. I have to go stop my brother.
Wait, hold on. I'll go with you. I can't move my feet.
This doesn't surprise me at all. The Flying Phoenix. That's Mitsuomi's family crest. And the Isuzu clan. Well, they've been assisting the Takayanakis for years, along with the Kuzunohas, a famous spy family. This whole thing's a joke.
Pull over! Why aren't you stopping the car, huh?
All right.
I wouldn't do that.
Please don't get me involved with this. This has nothing to do with me. I'm stopping the car.
You do that, and I'll kill this girl. And then those guys, they'll go and kill me. And then the two of us will haunt this taxi for as long as you drive it. Day in and day out, we'll sit here in the back seat reminding you of what you did.
Okay, just please stop. Man, why did this happen to me?
What do you want to do? If we get in front, we can box them in and stop them.
Seeing how they have Mrs. Zuzu inside that car, I have a pretty good idea where they'll be heading to. Just let him go. I think I know where this will lead us.
You know, I've never been a lucky guy. I worked my butt off at this dead-end job for 20 years, and I'm still nothing more than a driver. I put in long hours, and my wife just sees that as a chance to screw around on me. And then I get involved in something like this.
Yeah, well, I think you're wrong. I think you are lucky, at least a whole lot luckier than me.
Huh?
Let me tell you my day. I was stabbed in the hand with a kunai, and then hit by a car. My motorcycle, my most prized possession, was crumpled up into a worthless pile of steel. And the clincher to all this, the guy who I thought to be my closest buddy, turned out to be stupid beyond all belief. This buddy I'm talking about has an amazing amount of power. But for some reason, the friggin' idiot can only ever see one way to use it.
Maya! It's all right, I'm gonna protect you!
Whenever it came down to her, the look in his eyes was so serious, so desperate. Such a waste. He's nothing more than a helpless, spoiled little brat.
It appears you've mostly been doing as you please. The Chokuto Reiki. I don't recall giving you permission to use that katana again. Is it that perhaps, with both your parents dead, you think you're free to use that weapon whenever you feel like it?
It was the Reiki. It called out to me, just like it did a long time ago. Protect Maya.
Hey, mister, we're here. Do you hear me? Huh? Hey, wake up!
Sorry about that. Just needed some downtime. Unlock the door.
Are you going out there? Look at you. You're wounded from head to toe.
Oh man, whenever your wife comes back from cheating on you, there's always some sign that you pick up on, isn't there? Something like a hickey, or a gift you know came from another guy. So when you start noticing signs like this, what do? How long can you tell yourself this isn't what you know it is? If I could have stayed blind to it all, I wouldn't have to face this kind of pain right now. But unfortunately, I got the same luck you do, and I started noticing those signs too.
Well, mister, you better win.
All right now. Yo, Sheen, I've been looking for you.
Well, hello there. Whatever brings you here, Bunchichi?
You know, people just think of the cleverest things these days. With this thing here, wherever you decide to go, I can find you.
Yes, that's a receiver. The protocol is to keep at least 3 transmitters on his body at all times.
Shut up! Listen here, you ugly bitch, I got nothing to say to you.
Ugly bitch! Fu-Chen, why did you allow him to come all the way out here? I stressed to you earlier the importance of this meeting. What were you thinking?
I do apologize, Miss Kuzunoha. However, I just couldn't help but feel that there's something exceptional about this one. I do hope that you will forgive me.
For some feeling? You ignored your assignment?
I hate to bring this up, but isn't the reason we're here today because you didn't show enough discretion in handing that memory card over to Mr. Mitsuomi? Is it not because of this careless act that this one was also able to view the images on that card? And wasn't that what forced us to put surveillance on him as well? I'm just giving you a hard time. But I really don't see the problem. If the two of them want to go at it, then let them do it. They're both students at the Todo Academy, so then they're our guinea pigs, correct? And besides, these two are fated to go up against each other sooner or later anyway.
Fu-Chen!
Sheen, tell me, what in the hell was that Chinese guy babbling about just now? What's that look mean? Are you saying that you're fully aware of everything that they've been doing? Come on, answer me, damn it!
Bunchichi, you know, sometimes you really bug. I've been playing along with your best buddies game this whole time. Then you get worked up and decide to come all the way out here? Who the hell do you think you are to judge me?
Master, this is dangerous. Please, take cover.
What the hell's going on? His presence has totally changed. He's a completely different guy. Yes. Todo Academy Senior and Executive Council President. Shin Natsume is ready to fight!
Guess I'll be fighting with someone else.
Miss Kuzunoha, why in the world did she decide to approach me? Why would she want me to see something like that? I've got so many questions and no answers. But none of that seems to matter anymore. crawled up from the darkest alleys of my unconscious, piercing my gut, eating away at my heart. That serpent called fear.
So that's the dragon eye they talk about.
I guess now we're going from punishment time to some serious monster killing time. Is that kid really thinking about fighting him? He'll kill him.
What style does he use?
He doesn't have one. Closest description would be reckless street fighting style. However, there's not a student in the whole school who's ever won a fight against him. He's the strongest ordinary person at Toto.
You son of a bitch!
I'm not losing it. I know what he's trying to do. What's the matter, Bunchichi? You look like somebody just snapped your body in half. Such a strong and ominous presence. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just seen a clear vision of himself being slain. If Sheen were serious, he would have killed him in 2 seconds. You freaking asshole! He has an enormous handicap as it is, fighting someone with a katana. But an opponent with the dragon's eye, and the Chokuto Reiki. Isn't this what you refer to in your language as bullying? Calm down. Watch him closely. You've been in fights with bad odds before. It's a huge risk, but if I can thrust myself into striking range, a katana really isn't all that scary. I just gotta risk my life to get there. In times of crisis, people in this country always choose an approach that involves risking their lives. A bad habit to get into. If that's what you're willing to do to win, why do you even need martial arts? I can't believe he did that! Shit! The bastard stabbed me!
Where are you? Come on, brother, where are you? Hey, brother!
You know, Mana, it's at times like this that I'm painfully aware of how useless martial arts can be to an individual. Courage, justice, wisdom, courtesy, devotion, sincerity, distinction. Martial arts' 7 rules. Although it hasn't been much more than 10 years, Sheen has undoubtedly trained and been instructed under these same rules that you and I live by. And still, at the drop of a hat, he turns into such an ugly and despicable creature.